Rambler! Rambler!
My dear.
Where's Doris?
Doris is still here for the minute. Yeah, I'm right here, dearie.
Oh, phew. Sorry.
Poor
I
Doris.
thought I lost sight of you for a minute there. It might be a
No.
premonition of things to come.
She's still celebrating over the loss of Oniony Bob.
Yes, it was unfortunate your poor plant thing was destroyed so violently.
Why? I'm going to turn to Rambler and say, why has Doris started taking on both the accent and language of Shartan?
I'm not sure. I think she's been possessed, hasn't she? She's probably going to get sucked up by a portal or something any minute now.
I, despite my hatred of religious people, is there Christianity in this world? I'm going to do the cross anyway. I'm going to do the cross and just have everyone bemused and confused as to what I'm doing.
What are you doing, you strange minstrel?
See, I'm trying to do Doris's voice, and I'm not doing very well with it. Since Simon's not here.
I don't mind.
What are you doing there, dearie?
As long as you say dearie, that's fine.
Praying, I think.
I see. Well, as you now look around the final room of the dungeon, you can see a similar black portal on the wall. The same as the one you entered as you came down into this region.
Do you think we'll take it?
I ignore Torek and say, "Look, Rambler, another portal," and act smug that I spotted it.
My dice.
So what we've already been through a portal.
The
down
dark one
trap
you couldn't see through because multiple have dark vision and you couldn't see through it. Did you not think there was a reason?
Well, yes, I remember now. There was a portal. Okay, I'm going to have a look at the portal.
Okay, it appears to be definitely magical. It's again dark with a faint bluish edge.
Torek, maybe you should go have a closer look. Torek?
I don't want to go in, but I will take a look. A bit closer.
Make an Arcana check.
Check. Ooh.
Now, I just want to prefix his check with no matter what he rolls, I want to attempt to push him through the portal.
Okay. Make an athletics check against Torek. Make a constitution save.
But do you do it as he's telling us what he sees?
Yes, I'll say we'll see how this rolls, and I'll tell you how it plans out.
Oh, not a bad roll, I suppose.
Sorry. Torek, you managed to determine it's some form of dimension door, and
Oh, no.
Nat 20. As you're turning around to explain, it's a dimension door! As you get shoved directly through the door.
Is it? Actually, yeah. That's
Nat 20, nothing we can do about it.
Rambler is going to frown at Minstrel and dive in the portal after him.
Torek.
I'm going to say to myself, but in response to Rambler, he killed my son. And then I'm going to hesitantly step through it. Oh, Doris is here. Ever so sorry, dearie. I forgot about you.
Sorry, I'm doing both roles.
would you like to go next, or do you want me
you can go first, my dear.
Okay. As I slowly step through the portal.
All right, Tibatu Sasula is going to go in as well.
Fair enough. We'll still say you're currently reviving the wolf.
Oh, yeah.
It takes 8 hours.
I don't actually have
you've taken him through with you. We'll let you get away with that strength check or anything for that. That's fine. As Doris now is the final one to proceed through the dark portal.
I suppose we could have just had a long rest, couldn't we? Never mind.
Okay.
And
as soon as
descending from the sky are the words "the end."
That would be a good end to a one-shot, to be fair. Anyway, as you exit through the portal. So who was first again? Torek.
Aye.
Let's see, where are my pieces for the players? Torek, then Rambler, then Thingy, then Doris. Okay. Am I on screen? That doesn't matter. So Doric, as you come through, you are now going to see a large, amassed group of strange creatures in front of you. They appear to have fish heads on demi-humanoid bodies. As they appear to be chanting something as you come out of the portal. Quickly followed by Rambler.
Then.
Then,
So what are their bodies?
they're humanoid bodies. So they have large fish heads on humanoid bodies, yes.
I might want to
Then
attempt.
followed finally by Doris. At which point, Minstrel, you're going to be the only one to understand what they're speaking. They are singing and chanting in Undercommon. They are saying, "All hail the new God King and Queen," as soon as Doris exits the portal.
Who's the king then?
Kings.
Torek.
Kings, plural.
Oh, right.
As you look out towards the group, they are bowing, chanting, generally worshipping for unknown reasons. You, as you exit the portal, that you are going to notice the small group at the front appears to have a singular leader. Correct page, sorry. A taller than the other ones, green-skinned fish man is going to be standing at the front, holding a staff in each hand above his head, leading the chant. To his left and right are respectively 3 men, all of whose hands are bound, and 3 women, each carrying whips.
I'm going to raise my arms in the air to accept their praise.
As you do, the entire crowd of about 30 to 40 people of these fish creatures becomes silent, waiting for you to speak.
I'm going to step forward and raise my hands.
I'm gonna,
bow down.
Oh, so they're all looking at me now, are they?
They are now all looking at your group still.
I'm going to say, "Greetings, fish folk, men of the sea."
There is no reaction. There's a general nattering back and forth that they can't understand you.
I'm going to scratch my head, and then I'm going to turn to... Did you say there were humans that are bound?
No, they are more fish people. Their hands are bound, so their hands are completely wrapped.
Can I nudge Rambler and just say, be ever so handy if someone had a way to speak to these creatures? i.e. an enchanted item.
Cough, I think that was you, Torek.
Yeah, I'm trying to find where I wrote it down.
You can select, I'll say it's the mask, you can select the language you want to speak in. But you don't technically, you can't speak it back to them after they respond. So this could be fun.
Oh, I can understand them.
So he only gets to say one thing.
So Torek has no idea what they've been saying unless you've translated Minstrel.
Maybe, for sake of good RP, you should message me what they say.
No, you know what they say. Torek is the only one who can respond.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You just said what they said in English.
Oh, fair enough. That's a good point. But that's going to be a lot of typing.
Have fun, dyslexic man.
Yeah, that's why I'll be saying it in English, but please remember, for the time being, Minstrel is the only one who's going to understand them, because I don't believe anyone else speaks Undercommon.
Right, I'm going to, as a display of power, light my shield with my light cantrip and raise it in the air.
They all screech and duck their eyes away from the light as it seems to be disturbing them.
Oh, right, I cancel the light.
Okay.
So I'm going to step forward and ask them, what are you all doing here, my little friends?
At which point, the leader in the white robes is once again going to step forward and speak up to the group. We merely here to serve. We were waiting for our former god, Medusa. She, the god who died and rose again, shall come back to us soon. But for the meantime, you, God, shall be sufficient to help us.
Well,
Well,
I'll allow you to lie if you
say, Minstrel, you are translating to everyone else. Yes.
No, I was about to relay that information. Well, Torek, they seem to think we're gods.
And they would be correct in thinking so. At least for me.
They did, however, perhaps see a bit of concern in my brain personally, because they suspect Medusa may one day rise again. Which I think is that very beautiful woman, but unfortunately was not as beautiful as I. Yeah.
You mean that savage beast, that monstrosity?
And what do you want to say to these
I'll happily
people?
kill her again.
At which point the creatures have once again begun chanting "Hail the new gods" as a general chant amongst the group.
What do you want me to say to them, lads and lady?
I think we need to get out of here without upsetting them.
No, we've got some minions.
We could.
We have to tell them the truth.
I don't know.
Are you sure that's wise, dearie?
I'm just gonna say to Torek, but which truth is up to you?
Don't put this all on me.
Yeah, so Torek, it's up to you what you want to say out to them.
We could tell them to go and collect riches for us.
I could tell them that she has relinquished her role, and we've stepped forward in her place.
I think they've gathered that by calling us the new gods.
Yeah, but they think she's going to come back. But if I tell them she's chosen not to come back.
Yeah, I suppose you could say their old god is gone for good, and we're the new and improved recipe gods. We're not stand-ins, are we?
Could try that.
Rambler says, I'm not too sure we should be pretending to be gods. This could all go terribly wrong. They could all die.
Do you want to fight them all if they turn on us for killing their god?
I would suggest we maybe omit that one particular detail.
Because I'm not in very good shape after that last fight.
Is the portal behind us still open?
No, as you've come through, there is no way to get back.
Can I see around? Are we like in a large room? Or
make a perception check. Do you have dark vision?
I do not.
No.
I'm
okay.
gonna look around.
Okay, Minstrel, make the perception check. You can work out where you are.
Can I help him even though I don't have dark vision?
Yeah, sure. You can try and discern through hearing and various other things.
Where you are. Shout out to everyone, all the people, all the fish people. I guess ask them.
You can roll again. I gave you the help action.
Yep, you get advantage.
I'll tell them that. Nope. Your gods require your help.
Okay, so first off, I'm going to do Minstrel's perception. Minstrel, you establish you are underground, and as you look over to the far side of the cavern you are currently standing in, and to the top, you notice there seems to be water being magically held back, as in you're under the ocean somewhere.
I see.
You can literally see directly out into the ocean, see fish swimming by, etc.
I will relay all of that information to the party, but I will also add on to it, looking at Torek and Rambler and Doris. Shartan. And I'm going to say, that's a good idea. They could help us. Do you remember a few days or weeks ago, we were travelling and we were camping out in a field and we were attacked by our old nemesis? Or my old nemesis?
Do you mean the elves?
Remember that?
The elves, yes. Who were possessed by the Naga. I'm fairly sure we told you this story at the time. But we are, all of us now, being hunted by this Naga.
At which point, while you're having this brief conversation, you are going to hear the leader begin shouting out, "The gods need our help! Of course! Of course!" as he claps loudly and then shouts out, "Hux! Hux! Bring them some food!" As a small boy is now going to run out carrying a rather large tray full of fish. Cooked, for the record.
They have. I'm going to say, even though it's clearly visible they're bringing out cooked fish to feed us, I'm going to say to Rambler and Torek, it appears they are going to feed us.
Fair enough. They're also going to bring out a series of stools. Essentially, that's about the most complicated furniture they have for you to sit on and enjoy your food.
I climb up to a stool and I sadly eat a piece of fish, remembering that my dog would have loved this.
Fair enough.
I'll some in
Tarek, I would advise you thank him.
I'm going to take the fish, swallow it in one gulp, and tell them their gods thank them.
Rambler's going to ask,
Good. You will say then. You will stay? The leader is now shouting out to you from the bottom of the raised area you're standing on.
Being relayed as it was.
I will relay that exactly as it was, but I will go, seems they want us to stay here. Bit dark and dingy for even my keen elf eyes. Do you suppose my idea would have worked to recruit them to fend off our aggressor?
Possible. I mean, do we know where we're going yet?
I see. So what you could say to them is, we can come back here with them once they've defeated our enemy.
You could tell them we need to go and scout out our foe, and we will come back to them when we need their help.
Is that what you're going to say to them? Or are you just still running that through the party?
I mean,
yeah, you're going to say that? Okay. At which point the leader's going to say, "No, you can't leave. If the old masters come back, we'll all die. Quickly, someone bring the statue of the old masters so they know what they're up against."
Rambler says to Tarek, tell them that they need to come with us. We could all go. They just need to make another portal or get us out through the sea.
No.
I'll just relay that word for word.
He's going to become incredibly panicked. No, we can't leave. Never leave. Safe here. Dangerous elsewhere. We made special place. Only we get here. No masters here. Only gods. Minstrel, you're the one hearing that, as they're now going to wheel out on basic rollers a small statue. It appears to show a creature with tentacles for its mouth, petrified, fighting what appears to be the traditional form of a Medusa, with the snake hair and all, but cut off on one half side with the long snake tail.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to relay what he said exactly as is.
I'll say, as he's now pointing to the statue, this is what we face. The old master with the terrible mouths. They come, they take us. We had to run. We had to hide here. There's too many of them. Hundreds of them if we go back. Can't go back. Medusa saved us. We found her. She weakened. We fed her. She saved us. After this, she died and came back to life. After she turned herself and made the old master stop moving forever.
Can I use my mirror to look back at what happened?
The mirror shows you a place currently. It doesn't show you the past. However, looking at the statue, you can see what appears to be the climax of a battle as the creature with the tentacles for mouths, which I will need an insight check from everyone, including Doris.
I'm an insightful gnome / halfling.
I am not. Ooh.
I am very insightful, I'll have you know, at the moment. Insight.
You're going to put your glasses on.
So I'm wearing my glasses. So +2, jack of all trades, then plus another 4 for my glasses.
9. Okay, let's roll for Doris. I can have a rough guess what her stat book is. She gets a 6. Okay, so Torek, you're going to recognize the statue as a creature you've heard of but never actually seen, and most commonly called a mind flayer.
DM?
Yes.
Mind flayer, everyone.
Can you just remind me, is Torek's mask, does it require attunement?
It attuned as soon as he put it on, because it's cursed.
A mind flayer, you say? And I turn to the party and say, does anybody know what that is? I think I know it's a monster, and I know to be fearful of it. It casts spells, but that's all I know.
Yeah, no,
Okay, here's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to describe the scene being shown by the statue, if everyone's fine with that. The statue shows the Mind Flayer driving a large
No, I'm
implement,
not fine with it.
which is still metal, through the center of Medusa as she looks him directly in the eyes. This is what you could assume he has done to be paralyzed. There is also, to the side of it, a single dead Kuatoa on one side.
Kuatoa.
The creatures you've been talking to. I keep forgetting you don't know the fucking names yet. I've got it all written out of what they are and this and this and this, and I keep forgetting you don't know that yet. Sorry.
Do we know?
Metagaming time. Google.
No.
Do we know how long ago this happened?
You could ask.
Torek, could you ask them how long ago this all happened?
Whoa there, minions. When did this battle occur?
About a year ago.
Nearly a year ago, I say to Torek.
Yes.
Somehow
And
they fish.
And since then, we've had 2 more masters show up. We've managed to hold them off, but they stole nearly 30 of our members.
Where do these masters come from?
They come in magically like you did, but we always recognize them. We know them now. I'll get through that bit quickly.
Do they come regularly?
Yeah, shall I actually relay any of this information, or is the conversation just going to happen?
Sorry, you decide what you want to relay. Just say yes or no each time I finish speaking.
Can you repeat what you said?
So about a year ago they came.
Yeah, I've done that part. I've already relayed that.
And then they come occasionally, but we managed to fend them off. They stole about 30 of our number.
They appear to be stealing people. It seems familiar. Almost as if there was a nasty run-in with one of our clerics who allowed such an act to happen. I wonder if he's related.
Don't know what you're talking about. But...
Okay.
You mean the Elephant Man?
The Elephant Man.
I'm not sure if he could be behind this. He may have been a bastard, but he was a good bastard. Although he did... No, actually, I don't know about him stomping on anyone's head. Right. I'm going to say, can you ask them when they expect these masters to come back?
Relay that as is.
Yep. They come when they need more servants. They control minds. Evil things. They damage our brains. Hurt us.
I'm going to ask Minstrel.
No, Minstrel. Yes or no?
That as is.
Yeah.
I wasn't actually going to... I was just going to be unrelated. I was going to ask Minstrel if he can... Minstrel, could you use your magical wits to inspect this portal, see if there's any way of getting it open manually?
Wouldn't you be better asking Doris, our resident warlock?
Oh, right, yes, Doris, yeah. I completely forgot she was here. It's my old mind. I plumb forgot.
That's all right, dearie. Allow me to have a check. I got to do this based entirely on theoretical. 18. I'll assume he has a plus in Arcana with Doris. So that's 20 something.
Although not necessarily, but yeah.
Yeah, not necessarily. Warlocks are confusing. I don't think we'll open it from this end, dearies. We need to open a new portal or find a way to swim out through the ocean, I think.
Could you open portals, Doris?
Rambler.
I don't have that magic, I'm afraid. It's not in my repertoire.
What is it, Minstrel?
I've got portals.
You've got portals?
Yeah, I've got a magic book.
That's a
My
risky
goodness
business.
me. So you do.
I'm suddenly realising the nearest place to where you were going would reset this entire journey.
But the thing is, perhaps we should try and help these fish folk. They've done nothing to harm us. They've done nothing but help us. In fact, they could teach us the way that they fish from under the sea, which I'm fascinated about. If we could rescue them, we would have allies.
I
don't.
I do want to help them, but because I want them as my minions.
Well,
I like to be adored.
Well, I'm sure they can adore you without being them being your minions.
Yes. And they will adore me because they fear me.
I see.
I take a step back.
As does Doris.
I'm not going to do anything. I rolled.
Right, I'm going to ask Torek to ask them if there's any way that between us we can defeat whoever it is.
We, your masterful gods, are here to vanquish those creatures.
Oh,
We need to leave to do that.
no, I say we need someone here to protect us. At least one of you must stay.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
I get it now.
I think we can vote on that.
I've just had a weird thought pop in my head.
Is somebody going to volunteer, I wonder?
But hasn't Doris been acting suspicious lately with her accent change and her name? I would very much like some space away from her.
Change that much.
The leader is going to say, please, if the rest of you must go, allow us to bring you some supplies. Does anyone of your number fight with a spear or a pike or a trident?
I can use those weapons.
Okay. He's going to bring for... Oh, no, wait. I need to wait for Torek to translate that and Minstrel to translate that to you.
Oh, yeah.
I will.
So, Minstrel, you're first.
Yes.
Yes, okay. Minstrel's translated that as is. Torek,
Yes.
you can now respond for Rambler as well.
What we saying? What did he want to say? I missed that.
I don't know. What do they bring out? They bring out.
I was about to say they're going to bring forth another shorter robe than the other one, not quite as grandiose. He's going to have on him 2 tridents, 2 pikes, and 2 quarterstaffs. Smiling gleefully, he will look up at his gods and say, I have created the greatest of weapons, purposely designed to kill our foes. They are masterful.
Okay. Quarterstaff, trident, and pike. Pike's a martial weapon, right?
Pike is a martial weapon. It's a long, heavy weapon.
And a trident's martial as well.
Yeah. Minstrel, are you going to translate that as he said it?
He's got some rubbish weapons that he says apparently ideal for killing Medusa.
You can use
Not
the
Medusa,
staff.
the mind flayers.
Mind flayers.
Right, I'm going to say, please let this fish gentleman know that I'd like to have a look at his trident.
We would like to see your weapons. Why are weapons best?
Down in front of you, and explains, they have a powerful enchantment, specially made by me. It will silence, blind, and deafen a target after 2 successful attacks.
I pick up a trident.
I will also, as he picks up the trident, go, "Oh, Rambler! I believe that weapon can blind our foe."
You can explain the whole thing to him if you want to.
Yeah, that was me explaining the whole thing.
Okay. Yeah, no, it's blind, silence, and deafened in 2 attacks.
I say, perhaps you should take one of the staffs. You can use that one. It may come in handy.
What are these other weapons? What do they do?
There's a pike and a quarterstaff. They all have the same enchantment. Great gods.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I can use them, can I?
You can use the staff. I'm sure you can use this. I'm sure a staff's a simple weapon, isn't it?
Quarterstaff, I just had it up. Hang on.
And anyway, you can use them anyway. You just don't get a proficiency bonus. Isn't that right?
Yeah, it's a simple weapon, a quarterstaff. And yes, you could.
I pick up the
quarterstaff.
Quartermaster.
Close enough.
Quartermaster. Yeah. Okay. So what do I add? A trident of the sea.
I was going to say, call it a trident.
So what are the stats,
quarterstaff. Okay, so it is a +1 quarterstaff. So it deals 1d6 bludgeoning. It's versatile, so using 2 hands, you can have it deal 1d8. And it literally, after 2 attacks, will silence, deafen, and blind the target.
2 attacks. Can I take both tridents?
You can, yes.
Can I carry that though?
Let's see, was it Trident Way?
Well, I'm unlikely to do any melee, so I don't really need any.
Trident only weighs 4 pounds, so you can carry 2.
All right, I would take 2 tridents, use them as throwing spears.
Fair enough.
If I get 2 hits in a row, then
Yeah.
something might happen.
Fair enough.
What? You have to tell me what it does again. Sorry.
The Tridents. They are +1 weapons.
Okay.
After 2 hits, they will silence, blind, and deafen a target. Does anyone have any more questions before I move on to what Doris is going to say?
No, nothing from me.
So I'm still pointing at Doris at this point, going...
Yes. I suspect Doris might say something any second. At which one does it say? Well, dears, I've been looking for a place to hide from what's to come. This seems as good as any, and I can look after these creatures while you deal with their mind flayer problem.
Right. What's to come?
Oh, right. You don't know about that, do you, dear? Don't worry.
Well, I'm glad it's not me staying in this shithole.
Yeah, me.
It seems perfectly lovely to me. Lively fed, and all I have to do is kill the odd creature that walks in. And I have a small group to help me with it.
Yes, watch out for that Naga, because I'm sure she's hunting you as well.
She. No, the Naga was male.
Yeah, I don't care. She.
Okay. Sorry, I was trying to correct you thinking you'd got it wrong, but okay, no worries. Yes, dearie, I shall be careful, but I doubt they'll find me down here. Please, Torek, if you could tell them I'd be willing to stay, so the rest of you can leave.
Ah, the mighty god Doris will be staying to protect you.
As Doris, I'm going to assume, has equipped her red armor. And is wearing it, as this was done from the chest. She's going to pass to Rambler the Dagger of Lightning Bolts, and Minstrel and Torek, you both get a healing potion.
Aye.
I'm rich!
Do I have to have the Dagger of Lightning Bolts equipped as one of my 3 weapons to use it?
Yes, to use it you will.
Those healing potions, the little ones.
Otherwise it's in your pack.
Okay. Alright. Yeah.
Okay.
I would like to say, I'd like to go to Minstrel and hand him the flaming short sword and say, thank you very much for lending me this tool, but I no longer have use of it.
Are you sure, Rambler? I believe the arrangement was this was payment for your services. I'm aware we did somehow skip through most of your employment. But are you sure you want to return this to me?
Well, I can keep hold of it if you insist.
No, that's quite all right. I'm happy to take it.
What are you doing?
At which point there'll be a general upcry from the... I still haven't said the name, so I'm going to say monstrosities again, who are going to now be shouting, "All hail the Red God Queen!" as Doris stands before them in her shaven head, semi-tattooed glory.
They just yelled out, "All hail Shartan."
Yeah, I don't believe you, man.
I want to leave.
Shartan's a proper noun. That wouldn't be translated. Ha! Joke's on you!
Damn. Maybe it's the local dialect for Shartan. He has got a travelling shop after all. He may have travelled here.
But I'll ask the little minions if there's a way out that we need to go.
So, if the Red God Queen is staying, we certainly can find you a way out. If you come with us to the water wall, we shall send you up in a bubble.
Well,
That'll be
very
sufficient.
kind of you.
That sounds quite fun.
Does any of you have the power to get my dog up?
You could.
I've been feeding him meat for hours, but he still hasn't reacted.
It's been about 2 hours. It takes 8 hours to revive, so you've got about another 6 of doing this.
Oh yeah, they can't understand me, can they?
No,
We should always, before we depart, maybe have a bit of a rest and a drink with Good old Doris, before we part ways. Look, shut up.
Okay, I'm gonna say.
Sounds like
For
a
God's
really
sake,
good
hang on,
idea.
give me a second.
We could
yeah.
have a drink with Doris before we go. Pass maybe a little bit of time before we maybe part ways for good. Who knows?
Well, I am currently 11 hit points, so I think I would like to.
Enjoy the monstrosity's hospitality for the time being then. Okay. So as you take a long rest and you begin chatting generally, you run into a number of the monstrosities, and through Minstrel's general translation back to the group, you find out they are a group of Kuatoa, and you find out they were enslaved by the Mind Flayers for an extended period of time. This has caused, unfortunately, some brain damage, thus their irrational fears and tendency to speak funny. And however, during the celebrations of their new gods, I'm gonna need everyone to make I'm gonna say athletics check.
Dang it.
Did you say they're monstrosities?
Technically, yes.
So Rambler should have known that immediately.
Yeah.
Well,
I
not
wouldn't
what
have
they
known
were.
about them. I said they were monstrosities. A couple of times, in fact.
Hmm.
Torek, no, you don't manage to do it. Minstrel,
nice
no,
one.
you don't manage to do it.
You're all dead. I'm fine though. See?
Rambler, you have a choice. I will say you were able to do it if you wanted to.
Yep. Do you want to roll for Tabatu Sasula as well?
He's still unconscious at this
Yeah.
point. We'll say he's coming
Oh,
back
yeah.
at the end of the rest. So as they're feeding you, the serving boy who brought you out the fish the first time has unfortunately tripped and fallen towards the fire. Rambler, you are the only one fast enough to try and save him. Do you want to bother?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yay.
That's a conflicting moment for poor Rambler.
Um,
Monstrosity, but
Yeah.
also innocent child.
Also has been nice to you.
Are any monstrosities innocent to Rambler?
Yeah,
So
that-
hate them. That's his
that's true.
favourite
Yeah,
enemy. so-
I don't know if I would hate
Well,
these people.
you
to
wouldn't
roll.
technically be killing him. You'd only be not saving him.
And we're gods.
No, I'm going to save him, definitely.
Okay. As they, fair enough. As you save the boy from the thing, there's general merriment and more fish brought out. They bring you out some salted fish as well to take with you for your journey for saving the boy. So you can add a total of 20 rations each.
Nice.
Don't know how
Oh,
many.
I didn't even have to do anything. I was just standing there watching this boy fall in the fire.
You didn't
Yeah, I
have
don't-
time to react. That's what the athletics check is for.
I think the
Ah,
fact
that's
that-
what you think.
I think
I say to the voice in the air.
the fact that I'm lawful good would probably mean that I would see past their ugliness. Like that monstrosity with the dwarves was different. That was like an actual monster, but these guys are monsters.
Fair enough. Okay, after the rest, everyone can heal up, restore spell slots, etc., etc.
Finally.
And what was the name you gave it now? Batu.
Batu. Or
Batu, yeah. Oh,
Batu.
by the way, that trident, that's a martial weapon, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
So it goes off my strength and not my
Not your dexterity, yeah.
dexterity. Oh.
Yeah, it's versatile, but not.
What about my quarterstaff?
Quarterstaff is simple and also versatile, but not dexterous based.
So the attack bonus will be my strength modifier.
With your proficiency. So you take one off your proficiency, so you still get +2, I believe, based on your stats.
Yeah. Cool. I had that wrong.
Okay. So at which point, after the rest, are we all happy just to head over to the water wall to be sent off?
I'd like to. Are the pikes
Me.
still available?
The pikes are still out there, yeah. They can certainly be brought back with a few bits of translating.
I'd like to inspect one of them.
Okay, making inspection, it's the same as the trident and the quarterstaff, +1 magic with the double hit effect.
What's the hit damage of a pike?
Pike?
And by pike, you mean like a small river fish, right?
No. They live in the ocean.
Long spear.
Yeah, the long spear, 1d10 piercing. Heavy reach and two-handed effects take effect. So small creatures have disadvantage with weapon attacks.
I'm going to say to Minstrel, perhaps we should stick these two in your magic bag just in case we might need them.
I will agree with that. What am I adding to the bag?
2 tri-pike.
2
tri, T-R-I, dash pike.
Pike, okay.
The same as your tri-quarter staff, and which it still makes me funny because I should have called it a 3-quarter staff. Because that would have been a better joke.
My staff is full length.
And the trident.
I also want to, before we depart, maybe have a quick word with Rambler.
Okay, go for it.
Rambler.
Yes?
Rambly Rambler. I know you, sir, are a man of nature.
I am indeed, sir. I spent many years wandering the elven forests.
Wondering if you can tell me any more about these 4 eggs that I received at some point.
Already know what they were?
I know what they are.
Okay.
But I'm carrying around eggs at the moment. Like, if he could say, "Oh, they're giant riding lizards. They will be like that for 6 months and then hatch and then eat you." That would be useful knowledge for me to have.
Do I know that?
Make a nature check about giant riding lizards.
Shit. Well, I am an old man, so I can't remember all that well.
12. You know they'd probably lie in the thing until they are heated by the sun, but you don't know how they'd behave as soon as they hatched. Heating them through sunlight would be the answer.
Book smarts aren't my forte, young man. You should know that by now.
Ah, okay. Is there anything you could have discerned from that brief inspection? I.e., what the DM just told you?
Oh, you're asking me? Yeah, right. I relay the information.
Ah, I see. Well, maybe it's best I keep them in the bag of holding for now.
So we can get them checked out.
Okay. So with that, as you reach the water wall, Rambler, you were interested in how they were fishing?
Yeah.
You are actually going to be able to physically see them fishing, as you can see a number of the Kuatoa, as they've explained during the time off, with what happened with them. As you now have the words, since I had to give it to you eventually because I'd said it so many times. Out literally fishing in the waters. They can swim and breathe underwater, so they are currently taking tridents and fishing spears and literally skewering fish to bring them back as they swim and then swim through the wall before landing carefully. However, I will need a passive perception numbers for everyone.
13.
13.
No, wait, that's Tabatu Sasula. Mine is 14.
14, okay. Minstrel, 11?
10.
10, sorry. Okay, so the two of you with the higher... Oh, wait, Rambler, you don't have dark vision. Who has dark vision?
Me. And
me.
Yeah.
Okay, so only Tarek's going to be able to see this in the darker waters. You are going to notice, as one of them was swimming back through the darker waters, it was unfortunately bitten and killed by a shark. That's it?
Sharks in the water there, lads.
Sharks, you say? How big are they?
Big enough to bite one of those things in half.
You would estimate size, the largest they'd be is 8 feet.
About 8 feet.
It ate his feet?
Well, it did, yeah.
Oh, blimey. Best steer clear of that, then.
But they are also about 8 feet long-ish. Maybe.
At which point, the leader, who I'm going to say has given you his name at this point as well, Frill Glip, has come over to you and say, "Now, if you all stand at the edge of the wall, I shall begin casting the bubble."
I believe he's just told me and Rambler to go stand over here.
Hey.
Right. Well,
fair enough.
Let's do it then.
As Rambler and Minstrel approach the edge of the water wall, he turns to Tarek and says, hurry up. You don't want to be left behind, or are you staying as well, please?"
Tarek, what are you doing?
Is he beckoning?
Hurry up, come over here.
I will then slowly walk over.
As Friddleglyph is now going to say, now, simple. As me and my compatriots here, as he unbinds the hands of the males of his group who were before bound, begin casting the spell. All you need to do is walk forward, and the water will form a large bubble around you. You'll be able to breathe, and you shall rise to the surface.
I relay that exactly as it is.
I'd like to ask someone to say, how far away from land will we be when we get to the top?
For God's sake, Doc.
I will say, where will we be when we reach the surface?
It will take you just to the... minimizing. Because I've got the map up on the back screen.
It's going to take us just to the... Oh, hold on. Wait a second. Minimising. I've got the map up on the screen.
It will take you just to the south of Pathstow Inn.
Just to the south of Pathstow Inn, apparently.
Oh, that's good.
So that's the location that was marked on your maps.
What,
So you should know where it is.
Pathstow and Devil's Point or something.
Yeah, I was going to say, you'll just be about at the shore there.
Oh,
Just whilst it's a deep dive off to deeper waters from there.
I'll relay to everyone. Oh,
No, that's Minstrel.
no, Minstrel.
You asked the question.
I have relayed.
You have relayed that. Okay.
I think we can just accept that as
No, I suppose.
given now. Anyways,
No, because I have changed a few things.
He might want to lie, yeah.
Yeah, he's choosing when he wants to lie.
right.
Also, the unfortunate part for Torek is unfortunately, Minstrel will still understand what he says, so he doesn't get the option to lie. Anyway.
Well, I mean, I can. You just have to deceive him. But...
Well, true. And to be fair, he can't correct you.
Mm.
Anyway,
yeah.
So as they begin casting the ritual, you see the edge of the bubble begin to form in the water wall.
I'm going to walk
start
right to the bubble.
Suggest we walk forward soon.
As Doris
also,
waves you a cheery farewell. Bye-bye, dearies. Do watch out for the tower.
I
The bubble closes behind you.
cast Mage Hands and give Doris a high five. I don't have Mage Hand, I'm
She
sorry.
shakes it. I'm going to let you do it for RP. She shakes the hand.
I'll do it instead. I have it, so that's okay.
Okay. Again, shakes the hand instead of high-fiving it.
I'm
It's an old
gonna,
lady.
once we're like 50 foot away from the place, I'm going to cast light on my hat.
Okay. So, as the bubble now begins to rise straight to the surface as you all sit on the surface tension on the floor, being very careful to keep anything pointy away from it, you cast light and you can now see out into the dimness. You realise you're quite some way from the surface, possibly almost half a mile to a mile down. So it's a pretty deep distance away. You can now see a large number of marine life swimming around, including one thing which was rather worrying, as it appeared to be an octopus larger than the village that you were just in, but it quickly swam away as it saw your light.
I turned to Minstrel and say, think how much all that meat's worth.
Good old
Money.
octopus meat.
As the continue to rise, you now begin to see shallow water fish. It takes about half an hour for you to get all the way to the surface. As
I'm
the
checking my
bubble
watch.
now, sure.
I'm
As
gonna,
the bubble now flattens out and actually allows you to stand on top of the water.
In that half hour, I'm going to have a short rest.
That was...
Alright. Can I do that?
Sorry?
Need
Can I
to.
have a short rest?
Yeah, you can take a short rest. Do you want to do it in the bubble on the way up?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, nothing was happening during that time, so yeah, you could all take that as a short rest, but you just had a long rest. Why do you need a short rest?
We had a long rest.
You had a long rest, and then Bartu is back with you.
Yeah, I'm a little bit distant today.
Fair enough. Yeah, you had a long rest back in the Kuatoa village.
Well, gentlemen, that was an interesting detour. I suppose, should we continue on our original path to
Iridal.
Iridal?
Of course we should, you stupid bard.
I'm going to spit at Torek
I'm going to spit back.
and just go murderer.
Calm down, ladies and
Call him a
ladies.
bum bandit.
I guess we should go to Iridal.
Okay, you
We owe
establish
it to
it'll
the man
take
to
you.
tell him we failed the quest, at least.
It'll take you about a half hour to rejoin the main road, and along the main road, it'll take you about half a day to get to Iredell. So, as you begin rejoining the main road, you can see a number of people are walking back and forth, all cheerily greeting each other, and there's many bruises amongst the crowd, and a lot of general merriment coming away from Iredell at the moment.
It appears there's some kind of event on in Iredell, judging by the crowds of party-goers.
Got
Try
it,
and
big
catch
towns.
someone's attention.
You managed to fly someone down pretty quickly. They're all smiling and very happy.
Who are you, ugly? What's going on in Iredell?
One of the particularly bruised gentlemen comes over and says, "Ah, you must mean me. Of course, you must know. The holiday was yesterday. We're all just heading back off. Have you not been to a beast brawl before?"
We've been otherwise indisposed, you idiot.
I
Tell
see.
me what it is.
Well, you see, essentially, many people bring forth competitors and they fight in the street. The winner receives the grand prize. And, of course, my good friend, about half a mile behind us, was, in fact, the winner. We're all very pleased. We're heading off to our homes.
Done, sir.
What do they win?
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That sounds delightful.
If you see him, you'll spot him. He's barely got a scratch on him. The man is fast.
What was his reward?
It was a large golden chalice, as well as filled to the brim with gold coins.
I see. Lucky
Coins?
gentleman.
The chalice he has to return next year, of course, but the coins are his to keep.
Coins, you say?
Now then, if you have
Yeah,
no
just
further
ignore
questions...
Torek.
Did you say that out loud, by the way, just out of interest?
Well, in the way you'd probably say it out loud, but to yourself at the same time.
So quietly. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm just going to make a quick roll. Yeah, no, he didn't hear Jack. If you said it under your breath.
Yeah.
Well, gentlemen, if you've got no further use for me, I shall be on my way. I've got to go put some steaks on my face.
Where are you off to? Where do you live, good sir?
Oh, me? I'm going to be heading straight up towards Larnwick after I get a bit further down.
I see.
Skirt the edge of Mount Glom and follow the river up north.
Be careful around Mount Glom. Be very careful. I have heard there's recent sightings of the fabled army of the Halls of Glom.
I see.
Don't think it matters. Look at this man. Couldn't fight his way out of a paper bag.
Well, I did lose in the first round.
Fair travels, good sir. And
Indeed.
I bid you
Thank
adieu.
you.
I take my leave.
And to you.
Fall down a well.
He laughed to himself, clearly bemused by your manner. About half hour later down the road, you now see who was obviously the winner, who is being carried back on everyone's shoulders. He's, as described, he's a tall, lean human. He has, again, not a single scratch on him. It seems very unlikely he was actually entered in a fighting competition.
Hello there, sir.
Now you, Nancy boy.
Ha! And who would you be?
I'm the great Torek the Black.
I see. I've not heard of you myself, but I'm sure you have a reputation somewhere.
Maybe. Not one you should know about.
Very well. Anyway, then, I shall be heading off home. Should you not want anything from me and we're just planning to insult me?
Could give me some coins.
You could also try and earn your own.
No. Give me them.
Are you genuinely trying to rob the guy?
I'm
Rambler
walking
is
away from the situation.
Rambler
Pay them.
Rambler's got the wrong idea. He thinks Torek's joking, so he stood next to Torek, just giggling away.
Torek, out of mild interest, are you actually threatening him, or is this a joke?
No, it's not a joke, but I'm not threatening him. It's not my fault.
Well, no, I was going to say enough to make this an intimidation check.
I was going to try and persuade him.
I would argue yes, but I'm not the DM.
Go on, it is.
I mean,
Yeah,
I was
I'll say make an
persuade her.
intimidation check.
Yeah, I was either going to persuade or intimidate. So. Oh shit! What's my plus?
Thing is, that a successful intimidation check only means he's successfully intimidated.
Mm.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean they give coin.
At which point he's going to look a little nervous at your sheer confidence in the face of this group and say, "Fine, here," as he throws you 2 coins and then quickly hurries along the people carrying him.
Oh, that's much better. That wasn't difficult, was it?
Oh, you are a funny young dragon thing, young Torek. I say as I'm still holding back the giggles.
What do you know about funny?
Well, I'm a halfling. We're very renowned comedians.
Funny
Okay.
looking.
As you, Minstrel, you're the one who's going to send this before. As you once again come past a short way further down the road to where the Pathstow Inn once stood, or Minstrel, you would be expecting it to still be gone. It's back.
Hmm.
I just missed that. What was that? Sorry.
The Pathstow Inn you're currently passing.
I'm
It's
going to
there.
keep that information to myself, but I am going to be a little bit concerned.
Okay.
You're the only one that knows about it. So.
Yeah, so that's nothing happening with that. Are we carrying straight onto Iridal? You could probably get there before sundown.
Yes.
Okay.
You got time to do a bit of foraging on the way?
Yeah, I was to say, make a survival check for yourself, Rambler. And one for Batu.
Te batu sasula.
Yeah, I can't say that.
You will.
15 for you.
What are we on? Oh, oh.
2. So, unfortunately, Batu manages to scare away anything you would have found and caught.
I turn to the dog and I say, "You are a lot scarier than you were before. What happened to you while you were gone?" And he just looks at me inquisitively and goes,
It's a lot uglier too.
Yeah, no one can understand the dog now anymore, can they?
He can say sausages though.
Well, yeah, we established you can say sausages, but that's it. So he has a limited vocabulary.
Just a bit.
I've heard worse.
That better not be a counter for an enemy we're fighting.
God, that would be hilarious. No, that's my drink. Anyway,
Right. To Iridel.
as you head back to Iridal, you can now see them tidying up the remains of a festival as you approach the edge of the city. There'll be a few guards on the gate, obviously, just to keep an eye out. However, does anyone wear their Adventurers Guild badge?
I don't know.
I don't think I've got one.
No,
You
I'm
can
not
give
in
it one, Rambler. Whether or not you wear it is up to you. Minstrel?
I threw mine in the trash a long time ago.
Fair enough.
I'm not in the guild. So.
Are you sure I've got one?
Yeah, you were given one at the same time as Doris.
I don't think Rambler was.
Yeah, I don't remember him.
Because Rambler was coming along as my bodyguard because he said adventuring wasn't for him.
Right. That's correct. Okay, so then you are going to be stopped at the gate by the guard.
No, I don't. Have I ever been to the Adventurers Guild?
You have. You were there with
Yeah.
Doris.
Briefly.
I remember Doris definitely joined.
Frightened someone on the steps with her wings.
Yeah, you were definitely there for that.
That wasn't
Okay.
Balador. Balador was dead by then, I think.
Yeah. So Rambler's definitely been here once before because otherwise you wouldn't have been on the boat for the last quest.
Okay.
Anyway, so you're going to be stopped to the gate by the guard and say, "Hey, hello there, friends. The festival's over. Can I ask what you're doing here?" A wiry human male is going to be asking these questions.
Take out my Adventurers Guild badge and show it to him.
I think the dumb bard better take this one.
I'm going to say Rambler and I are on important Adventurers Guild business. And this is our camp follower, Torek.
I'm just going to glare.
I see. Very well. Head up to the guild. Do be careful. We're still taking down the fighting rings up the main street.
Thank
As
you.
you can now see, they are literally dismantling some fighting rings they had put out. A bit like boxing rings, but with less ropes.
Now, on the way in, I would like to turn to the party and say, before we go get whipped by the Adventurers Guild, do you mind if I have a quick detour to a vendor?
I mean, it's quite late, isn't it?
It's
Or is it
evening.
Evening. I mean,
Would I know whether it's too late in the evening?
You could certainly try to find which vendor are you going to?
Blacksmith initially.
The blacksmith. Okay, bear with me.
Yeah, I'll go with. Oh shit! Oh god!
Bless you.
I'll go
Bless you.
with minstrel.
Was this the one you went to before? Cyrus Hardgrave?
Yes.
I don't know if I'll go with them, but
Fair enough. You'd be able to find his shop because you can see the sunstones you sold him glinting in the window from where you are.
That's some good recall there.
Thank you. So you can see the shop, so it'll be on your way past to the Adventurers Guild.
As we walk past, does it look like it's open?
You can't see him inside, but there's still a lantern or two lit, so you could certainly knock and find out.
I would like to knock on the door.
After a few moments, you hear the dwarven man shout out, "Yes, yes, I'm coming. As he opens up, you again. Can I help? It's quite late. I was about to shut up.
Ever so sorry for the intrusion so late in the day. We've been caught up in horrible adventuring work. You know how it is with us types. Just wondering whether I could perhaps make a few quick sales with you.
Is it more like that axe? I managed to sell that for quite the handsome profit.
I'll let you be the judge of it. I believe these items are quite highly valued. So,
well, please do come in. Then I shall. Would you care for tea?
I would love a cup of tea. Rambler, are you coming in?
Well, yeah, of course. I've been buying them the whole time.
This is my. Oh, he was my bodyguard, but I've started to hold this halfling in quite high regard, so I would call him my friend.
Torek, are you coming in as well? Just so I know.
No, it wants to go look around for a holy man or some kind of magic man.
Okay, so you're going to try and find a priest. We'll come back to that after.
Okay.
But into stealth, fair enough.
So
as you're shown through to the main store area where the sofas are, once again, either side of the negotiation table, Minstrel, remember from last time? Oh, sorry. Indigestion. He sets out 2 cups of tea from the kettle he has over his fireplace. Please, sit down.
So while
he's currently stealthing around, what does he want to do?
Yeah, those 2 rolls were a perception check with advantage because it's a smell thing to try and smell any meat cooking.
He can smell. He can't smell meat cooking.
Yeah.
He can definitely smell meat, however, on the other side of the door.
Right. Can he get over there without being seen? Does he think he can get over there without?
He reckons he could have a go, but getting through the door could be a challenge.
He's going to try it.
Okay. I'm going to need sleight of hand check for a wolf to open the door. He's got to try and bite the handle and turn it.
Or do you just push it? I don't know.
It's a pull door from the side he's on. So he's got to bite the handle, turn it, and draw it towards him. Yeah.
Dexterity plus proficiency, right?
Is he proficient in sleight of hand?
Yeah, he is.
He is. Okay, go for it.
Nice. So that's plus 6.
Wow.
As long as you roll a 1, you're all right.
That's
Actually, get 1.
12. He's going to manage to turn it, but he can't quite get the hang of grabbing the handle, turning his head, and then walking backwards to open the door, unfortunately.
Right. He's going to try again in a little bit.
Okay.
If he hasn't been spotted.
No. Not with that stealth. Anyway.
So good, sir.
Yes, what was it you wanted to show me? Please, as he now poured your tea.
Going to take my very heavy backpack off and slam it down on the table with a clang.
Okay.
And I would like to withdraw from my pack to show him 1 elven scimitar. How much would this go for you? It's elvish. Quite well made, I believe.
I could certainly sell it to some novice adventurers. They would believe it was there. No magic on it, unfortunately. Which is my usual specialty. Could I enchant this? I wonder. As he begins mulling it over very carefully. I suppose I could give you 10 gold for it.
Gold, eh?
Tut.
Haven't you got those other ones in your bag?
And go, 10 gold? Is that the best you can do for an old friend?
Well, you are a repeat customer. Make a persuasion check.
Is Minstrel ignoring Rambler now?
I'm guessing he's going to be holding off to try and get the same price.
I did ignore you because I wanted to. I'm not going to. I'll let it play out first.
Yeah, but I'm just so you're aware. I'm saying that as Rambler with a low intelligence. He doesn't realise.
What persuasion did you say?
Persuasion check, yeah. 18. Well, you are a repeat customer. I suppose I could go as high as 15.
That sounds like a good deal. I do have 10 of these in total.
Yeah.
You'd be interested in all of them.
Were you able to give me a slight discount? Maybe for all 10, 125 gold?
130.
Very well.
And I hand over 10 elven scimitars.
As he brings out a sheet to carry them to the back. And he says,
2, 4.
Thankfully your friend prevented me from going too high on the first offer. At which point he's then going to hand you 130 gold pieces.
I'm going to shoot Rambler a glance.
Rambler goes red. And he says, yes, anyway, I've got some scimitars as well, as it happens.
Ah, I see.
I would like to hand over, place on the counter 2 scimitars, a gold necklace that Radika shat out.
Lovely.
Did you wash it?
A basilisk eye.
Yeah. He begins looking at the scimitars, but even as you begin putting down the jewelry, says, that's less of my area.
So the same scimitars he just bought?
No. As you put down the gold, down the monster pieces
and the monster
and
pieces.
the gold necklace, yeah, that it doesn't seem interested in that.
Oh right, okay. What? Oh no, he wouldn't be interested in a diamond then, would he? And all right, a javelin then. So 2 scimitars and a javelin.
Were they the elven scimitars again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the javelin,
well, I suppose I could offer you the same as I paid your friend, 13 gold for the scimitars. As far as the javelin goes, that's a little more commonplace. I suppose it would have to be maybe 5 silver pieces.
Okay, so it's a total of 5 silver pieces. Shit.
Yeah, 26 and a half gold.
Okay. I'm actually getting rich. I actually don't need to buy anything anymore, I don't think.
Fair enough. And was there anything else I could help you, gentlemen?
Yes, I'm a bit concerned as to why my friend here thought it was polite to jump in. But yes, I do have more goods to show you. Ever so sorry for him. He's a country boy, you see. He's not used to the way of the city.
The accent was a slight giveaway.
Country boy?
I would like to initially show him 1 set of elven leather.
Leather? Not bad. As he begins looking it over.
Now, I would just like to say about this leather, it has got it's not so much a magical property, but it has got a property that is somehow stronger than normal.
Yes, I can see it's well made. The elves do know their leather work. Well, if I sold it to the training school, I'm sure the recruits there would take it. Let me see what I could pay you for the set. I suppose I could go with plus with the exceptional quality, maybe 50 gold.
I perhaps convince you to go as high as 60?
Well, provided... This depends entirely. Are you once again going to pull more of them out of a bag?
You know me too well, good sir.
Which seems far too small for you to be doing that.
Ah, a merchant always has his secrets, good sir.
Indeed.
I have
indeed.
6 sets in total.
6, you say? Well, I think the price of 50 would be my highest offer. For the entire set, that's a piece. So a total of 300 gold.
I would be willing to part with all these for, I reckon 320.
Make a persuasion check.
Fuck that one up.
Well, given you've been doing this for a little while and did quite well on the previous ones, I'm going to say I'd go as high as 310 gold.
I will accept that.
Very well. As he now takes the sets you've now pulled out of the bag of holding and places them to the side, and we can hand you 310 gold pieces.
I have one last item to show you. I've saved the best for last, you see.
I see.
I have for you here, bum ba da bum 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 bum, and I pull out this black metal breastplate.
Now this is magical. As he begins looking it over. Yep. However, selling me a cursed item is an uncouth thing to do without mentioning it.
You see, I did not realise this was cursed. I'm ever so sorry about that.
Well, I'd have to get this cleansed. That'll be an expense. And then I'd have to make sure it didn't damage the original enchantment. What could I do this for? I'd say I'd only be willing to go as high as 200 gold.
Now, I believe myself to be a merchant, and it would be improper of me to deal in cursed goods. So thank you for bringing that to my attention. I will cleanse this item and perhaps approach you in the future.
I see. Very well. Do be careful who you get to cleanse it. If the curse is not removed correctly, you could lose the enchantment.
Of course. It's okay. I know a god.
Do you know a god? I see.
I
did not realize you had friends in such high places. Do put in a good word for me.
I certainly will do. In fact, I know 2 gods.
Interesting.
Last question, last point on the order. What vendor would you feel knickknacks and valuables would be best sold to here? Obviously, you would have no use for, things like monster parts and.
Should you be able to get about 5 doors down? Daniel Crook is an alchemist. Several of the monster parts may go to him. However, for more general goods, I'd try the northern market.
So, would an alchemist have much use for regions such as gold and diamonds?
Diamonds, certainly. However, gold, not so much. You'd be looking for a jeweler.
Thank you very much for your time, and I wish you a pleasant evening.
You as well, good sir. Please finish your tea before you leave.
I had completely forgotten about the tea. It's been a long day.
Of course.
Hot! Hot!
Okay, Bar 2. Yep, Bar 2 has, whilst this has been going on, managed to open the door.
Nice. Food?
You can now see some cured ham, a slice of bread, and some cheese on the table.
He is
out
going
the back
to eat
as he's
it.
got to the kitchen.
Is there anybody in there?
No, there's no one in there. This dwarf apparently lives alone.
He's going to eat it.
Okay.
And he's going to walk back out the same door as if nothing happened.
Okay. I'm just make one quick roll to see if he's going to spot him coming out from down there. Nope. He's going to spot the dog in the hallway and say, and what a well-behaved dog you have as you leave. Sleeping in the hallway while its master conducts business.
Well, Not sure if I've ever heard him called well behaved before, but he does protect me. Yes. Wonder what you've been up to, Tabatu Sasula.
Interesting name. Please, gentlemen, do call on me again should you need anything.
Thank you very much.
You leave Torek. I will need your investigation check to try and find a holy man.
I forgot what that was. It's flat 20.
5. Okay. With 5, after asking around for a while, you're shown to some very strange men who claim to be holy. There are 4 of them currently standing at varying heights, each one in a different coloured robe.
Approach them.
Ah, says the first one. Hello, says the second one. How, says the third one. Can, says the fourth one. They're currently standing in height order, so you get the idea as it's going to go past.
I see, yeah.
We help you.
You weird men. I have this mask on my face. Changed me.
I see.
I'm a master of deception and persuasion, and I can't be nice to people.
Fair enough.
Cursed.
Let's see. Ah, marvelous. What a fascinating item.
You gonna help me or not?
We do not normally remove curses. We could try for you for a fee, and should you meet a person who might fit our group well, you could send them our way. We are worshippers of Tiamat.
I don't know what you mean, but yes, maybe that.
Simple. We worship the many-headed god who brings death and destruction. Now please, lie down. We shall make an attempt.
I am desperate, so I'll do it.
As you're now laying down, the group encircles you. You can see the one in the white robe is currently standing over your head, the one in the black robe at your feet. The red and blue robes are standing one to either side of you. And they're the one in the white, as they're now going to once again continue their strange speech pattern going around, going, please, before we begin, 50 gold for our attempt.
I don't know if I want to try and deceive them. Well, I don't have any money on me. Once it's done, I can go get it.
Okay. Make a deception check.
I think I want to try it, at least.
Yeah. 10. Let's see. 4. Thankfully, they're not that bright. Yep, they believe you.
Yes.
Very well. We shall see you here again tomorrow.
Sure. Just help me.
As they now begin pouring, each of them cuts their hands and pours the small amount of blood onto the mask as they begin chanting in a language you do not recognize. After a few moments, you feel the mask loosen and come free.
I'm free.
As it now falls off your face.
Oh, thank you, kind sirs.
No problem, Dragonborn. Please come again, and please, should you find someone who matches our description, send them our way.
What? Well, with the 50 gold that I'm paying you,
Yes,
do I get any extra for bringing you someone?
we would happily refund it.
Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow then.
Very well.
Yeah, I'll see you.
Oh dear. Okay, as you...
Try and find everyone else now.
I was going to say, you have no idea where they're going, so you head back to the last place you saw them. I'm going to say, Minstrel and Rambler, what were you going to do after the blacksmith?
I wanted to go to the alchemist.
You want to go to
See
the
if he's
alchemist?
still awake.
About 5 doors down. Okay. So as you knock on the door there, you see the rather arrogant sign outside which says Alchemist of Legend. As you knock the door, a man, a tiefling in his late 20s, partially bedraggled, comes to the door and says, "What do you want? It's very late."
I'm just going to go make a drink while you're doing that.
Sure.
Just wanted to. I'm ever so sorry. I didn't catch your name.
Daniel Crook.
Ever so sorry, Daniel Crook. I noticed you didn't have opening times on your window, so I wasn't sure if you were still open. The blacksmith still was. I'm happy to come back tomorrow.
Well, I'd prefer you come back tomorrow, but I'm already awake. Is it going to be quick?
No, it's quite all right. I will come back tomorrow.
Very well. Very well. Okay, I shall see you tomorrow. I normally am open from midday till an hour before sunset.
Out of character. What a lazy bastard.
The very good reason for all this, just for the record. I love this character, by the way.
I nod at him and I
Take your leave, I suppose.
take my leave. I do
I'll take
turn to
my-
Rambler and I
Yeah.
say, "Oh, that was a waste of time. Do you think we should maybe have a night's kip before reporting into the Adventurers Guild? I don't want to get chewed out for going in when they're shut as well."
I
Alright.
think it's probably a 24-hour service. We could probably go in there now. Anyway, we
Uh,
can't bring Pip in there.
Sorry, as you're doing this, Tora, are you back yet? No, apparently not. Yeah, Minstrel, you will remember you've shown up at all hours of the day, and they have a day and a night clerk for the quest counter.
Oh, yeah. Yes, I'm well aware, Rambler, that it's a 24-hour service, but I much prefer the female desk
Day
attendant.
Um,
Okay,
right,
I mean,
where do you
if-
want to go sleep then?
if well, I mean,
Minstrel,
if
make
you
a
if you,
history check if you can't remember the name of the place.
I wasn't going to say that.
Oh, okay.
If you feel we should report in, I mean, I'm happy to take your lead on this. I'm just a bit concerned that people tend to be a bit cheerier in the mornings. You know, we might report in. All people will come in to talk about our job, and they've had a long day's work already.
Right, you are then. First thing in the morning, I guess we ought to find ourselves an inn.
I
Tora, are you
now
back yet?
like to do a history check to remember
Okay.
where an inn is.
Fair enough. Make the history check. You've performed there once before, so it's not going to be a high DC.
History. Where are you? H.
8. Amazingly, you still can't remember where it was.
I had a very heavy night drinking.
You
in the local
remember
inn.
you remember the name, but you don't remember where it was. It was the Drunken Toad you were performing at previously.
Rambler. I believe it was called the Drunken Toad, but
Drunken Toad. Oh,
as for where it is, I must have been in some kind of aptly named drunken stupor because I have completely forgotten where it is.
I'm going to. Are there any passerbys around?
There's the people disassembling the stages still in the middle of the
Oh,
street.
I've got an idea.
So I'm back.
Okay, you're back. With this point, Torek, you're going to see them standing about 100 yards from where you last saw them.
Ah, friends. Friends, it is
Well,
I.
I'm going to ignore Torek and wait patiently for Rambler to say what he was going to say. But
Sorry,
while
what?
he's doing that, I'm going to take out my scroll of pedigree and have a look on the map of the city.
Yeah,
Or
but
the map
correct,
of the
wasn't it?
route. Yeah, the mapped the route of the Adventurers Guild, as it turned out, and see whether I had marked it on said map.
And I'd like to ask the passerbys, can you give us directions to the Drunken Toad?
Of course, it's to
Wait,
the
there were
main.
passerbys.
There's the people disassembling the stage.
That might have been
Did you
a
miss
good
that?
option. I missed that.
I
Fair
was
enough.
literally like, are there any passerbys? And he was like, yes. And then
Yeah.
you immediately said, I'm going to look at my map.
It's not far. It's you see at the main top of the main street where the Adventurers Guild is. It's literally just across the square from it. It's the Adventurers Guild's local.
Right. Oh yeah, I see it over there. Right, off we go then.
As Torek now rejoins the group.
Join them. Oh, and one thing though, while Minstrel's here, is he going to bookmark the place? His magic book.
Would save you a lot of time.
I will turn to the others and say, just a thought before we go to bed. I have had a sudden metagaming moment. And somehow the idea of creating a portal to this city has popped into my head.
Oh, I see. The magic portal book. Yes, of course.
Now, there is one caveat, and it's a grim one. This book is responsible for the death of my previous bodyguard.
You told me about Mr. Tortola.
Yeah, Mr. Tortellini Linguini Tortolan, I believe his name was. I mean, we were very close, as I'm sure you know. But once you bookmark a place, it's a bit of a pun, I suppose, but you end up summoning hostile creatures, which you will have to kill.
I see. Well, perhaps we should go somewhere where there aren't any innocent people that could get harmed.
Yeah, a very narrow pathway to hide in.
I thought we were in the middle of a square.
Street you're on at the minute.
We're in the middle of a square, right? You said it was the
outside. Oh yeah, you've walked up to the square to go to the pub, haven't you?
Right. Are there any people in the square?
There's a few revelers from the Adventurers Guild, more than likely, sitting outside the Drunken Toad.
Are there any guards around?
The guards don't normally bother patrolling this area too much. There's the fountain in the centre of the square, and that's about it. It's pretty quiet.
I would like to jump up onto the square. The fountain.
The fountain, okay.
And at the top of my lungs, I'm going to... I don't know whether it counts as a performance, but I'm going to shout, "Everyone! There are ghasts or other monstrosities incoming, a necessary act under the Adventurers Guild. If you do not wish to be exposed to combat, please leave this area immediately."
Okay. I'm going to say make a performance check.
Is that persuading?
Can I help him by shouting "Immediatemum"?
Sure, why not?
It wouldn't be deception, would it?
Well, no, because you are about to summon them.
It's not the Adventurers Guild, though. It's not.
He's in the Adventurers Guild.
It's
not their business. It's part. I'm going to say that's why I said performance. It's part of a performance.
You get advantage.
Yeah.
21. So, whilst a few people from the edges and the tavern walk inside, a couple of them seem to be looking over towards you, almost as if they're waiting to see what you're about to do.
Oh, they've been warned. I am, by law... by law, there must be a law. I have warned people dangers incoming. Their safety is their own responsibility. And I look at Rambler and hope he nods at me.
I do.
Okay.
I nod, but
draw up the square.
I think I want to step back and attempt to stealth.
Sorry, Rambler, I can't hear you.
That's okay. I was going to say I'm going to stealth, but actually I'm not going to do it, so it's fine.
I'm going to try.
Yeah, please, Rambler, don't go into stealth, because I'm going to be completely exposed to this.
Do you have to put the portal exactly where you are, or can you, has it got a range?
The bookmark will come up exactly where you say it.
Alright, I say, come next to me, Minstrel. Stand 5 feet away from me and make that portal.
I move to within 5 feet of Rambler.
Yeah, I'm just putting the finishing touches on the thing so we can see the paths.
And I've got Lieutenant Daggy Hound at my side.
Ideally, I want to be
Satunalat, aka Radika Sitaran II.
I want to be about 60 feet away.
60 feet away. Let me finish drawing the square. You can see the...
As opposed to trying to retcon, I will also loudly shout out, and also, for anyone who's decided they are capable of combat and stuck around, watch out for Torek, because friendly fire is an apparent skill of his.
Okay,
I hope I don't miss the firebolt, burn a building or something.
Square I've ever seen.
That's the stairs go up to the Adventurers Guild. I've done this completely backwards than how it was in my mind, but that's fine. The pub would be over here.
So if you draw an arrow pointing to your left, that's north, I think.
I will do the north-south thing now.
Yeah, so north is your left.
Never eat.
Can't see it.
Oh.
Bother! You can see south.
I can see where south is.
We don't need to see it though, can we? Do we? Because it's
that's fine.
There.
The way up it is.
Well, just for reference, I suppose.
Yeah. So I'm just going to use red to mark out where the pub is, so you know roughly as an idea. And I'm also going to move that mountain back to the middle where it should have been. I fucked that drawing quickly.
What is the middle of that shape?
I don't know. It's supposed to have buildings built onto the front of it. It kind of gets confusing as a square. A square technically doesn't have to be a square.
Could be a circus.
It could be a circle, technically.
Which would be a circus.
Fair enough.
It's just the city centre.
You're about mountain. Torek, where do you want to be?
South of the fountain, I guess.
What do you want me to say where I want the portal
to the edge by the pathway, maybe? Maybe one more back, one more down. So.
Don't you think we should?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, where are we, Rambler?
Right.
Well,
Rambler, you're here.
I think we should. Yeah, but no, I think we should be 3 squares to the west of that, or at least
3 squares to the west. 1, 2, 3. There.
Yeah.
And which one am I?
You're the one closest to the fountain.
And then, so if you put it in the square south of me, we should.
Okay. I would like to go there.
Okay.
And with an almost flamboyant amount of drama, I would like to pull my book out.
Okay.
And loudly shout, "Ladies and gentlemen, if you're ready, danger is afoot." As I bookmark the area.
Okay, so do you have the words there to hand, or do you want me to?
Fuck.
Is that the words?
History check.
It's fine. It's written on the back of the book.
Oh, I read the back of the book.
Okay. As you repeat, Altuth Imdin Yorath Tayum.
I
as
have
you
just
hold
said
open
those
the
words.
blank page.
I suppose you'd know what they mean, wouldn't you?
Yeah, what do I
Technically,
mean?
he would. I choose this place.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Not as fancy as you were hoping. It's 4 words. What were you expecting me to have come up with?
I am God.
Okay.
Man.
Ooh. Okay.
Not good.
Wait, before... is it too late to do something?
Yeah.
1, 2,
Fuck.
3,
Fuck.
4,
Fuck.
5,
Yeah,
6,
Fuck.
7, 8.
We're going to die.
Are they surrounding us?
They surround the area. I put them a little bit away to give you a reasonable chance. Excuse me while I switch to the correct page on the bestiary.
Oh.
Shit.
Rolls are going to come into handy now.
Okay. So, I will now need initiative rolls from everyone.
Well, I wanted to do something, but I guess I didn't get a chance to, did I?
No, Minstrel said the words.
Yeah.
10.
I'm starting to regret bookmarking this place.
Okay, you should only regret what I rolled.
I think I'm also +4, but I have advantage.
I might have just inadvertently caused the fall of another city and possibly our deaths.
Oh, thank God I have advantage.
I have an idea
21.
for the 4 and
21
9.
for Rambler, so you're going first, probably.
And then we need a
Batu.
for Tabatu Sasula. It's still for some reason that's weird. Initiative +3. Sorry, I'm getting that without advantage. 14.
14. Okay, so orders coming in. So first we will have Rambler, then 2 Ghast, then, because they're doing the math, basically Batu, then Minstrel.
Rambler, I believe these are ghasts.
You know that,
Very
you've seen them
dangerous
before.
foes.
Are they undead?
They are.
Okay.
Quite clearly, as you can see there, and smell them quite badly. then 3 more Ghast, then Toric, then the remaining 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3 Ghasts. Okay. So, as combat begins with Rambler.
All right.
As the Ghast now flit into existence as terrified onlookers from the pub now stare.
Are they? They're like so. Ghasts are like zombies, basically, aren't they?
Kinda. They're not dissimilar.
I thought they're kind of ghosty, but
Would Entangle work on them? Is basically what I'm asking.
Would what, sorry?
Entangle.
Well, they don't float or climb over anything, so I suppose.
All right,
I'm just going to double check. They can't be charmed, exhausted, or poisoned. Yeah, Entangle would work fine.
All right, I'm going to do Entangle, which is a 20-foot square. So what's that? Like 4x4?
Yeah, 4x4.
All right, I'm going to engulf the 4 to the south of me. So starting in the corner, if you go directly south, if you go directly one south of Minstrel, southwest even.
So west there.
Yeah, so that's the northwest corner. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, that's fine. I can mark that I'll just mark it with 2 red X's just so I can remember. Okay, so Entangle fills that region.
Yeah. And that's it.
That's it for your turn?
I don't need to say anything to activate the whip, do I?
No, you do not.
Okay.
So we'll now go to download. I'm just going to put up the Ghast picture for you just so you can see it. The grey ashen skin. Where's it gone?
I just think of the undead things in World of Warcraft.
You could always just Google it.
Yeah. This is literally what I've done to pull up a picture for you.
Oh, it's the thing in Minecraft that sounds like a cat.
Here we are.
I see. Oh, so they're basically like
there we go.
They're ghouls in
cool.
Warhammer.
That's roughly what they're like. The grey ashen skin, long tongues, slightly decomposing bodies.
That's cool.
Okay, so we now come to Ghast 1 and 2, who are going to go before Bartu, who are going to rush straight towards the group and make their attacks. Based on where they are, they're both going to attack Rambler.
Are they? They're undead. Yeah, they are.
Yeah. So we have a 15.
Miss.
And a 16.
Miss.
Okay. So the claws glance off you straight away. At which point we're going to now come to Bartu, who I will need a Constitution saving throw.
Oh. 4.
4?
Yep.
Oh, 6. Okay. He is... Yeah, he is currently poisoned.
Oh. He didn't get hit, did he?
No, he didn't get hit. This is something they give off, unfortunately, because of the rotting flesh.
Ugh.
Yeah. Okay, at which point Bartu can now take his turn.
Nice. He would like to move 1 square to his north and attack with advantage because of Thingamabob.
Pack tactics. Yep. And so make the attack roll. That's against number 8, I assume, not number 7?
The one directly to the north of him.
Yeah, number 8, that's fine. No need to roll again. 19 will hit.
2d4. I did roll twice. 2d4
oh, fair.
plus
I missed it.
5.
10. Okay. Green pen against number 8. Goes down to that much. As he tears a small chunk of disgusting rotten flesh out of the guy.
And
out the Ghast.
No bonus actions.
No. Okay. Minstrel, your turn. I will once again need a Constitution saving throw.
I don't want it.
Well, unfortunately, they smell bad.
Constitution. Can I use Jack of all trades on saving throws?
If you're not proficient, yes.
Cool.
Can you use Jack off all trades?
Wait.
11. Nope, you're fine.
Woohoo! Right.
Nice.
I would like to, and I've got a screenshot handy for you.
Okay.
A little bit of summoning.
A little bit of summoning. I'm hitting conjure animals, and I'm going to summon 4 of any of these which are suitable.
You're in a city. I'm gonna say, I think the warhorse is probably the most likely.
Are you telling me you've never seen a reef shark in a city?
Well, no.
Technically speaking, that is
But,
the only place I've ever seen a reef shark.
I mean, swarm of insects wouldn't be too far.
So was it an aquarium by chance?
Yes.
All right, I'll tell you what. I'm going to go with the apes since they're closest to humanoids.
I think
Why does it have to be close to humanoids?
Well, you're in a city. It was kind of the idea.
But I am happy with 8.
Okay.
Yeah, but-
I mean,
yeah,
4
but
apes.
horses would be
Let's get some
funnier.
pieces.
Oh, come on. You got to do horses. That's hilarious.
I mean,
Okay.
swarm of
Falling to
insects.
the nearest group around you without touching. Well, I have one hanging off the fountain.
Without touching cloth
I was going to say without touching your entangle.
or cloth.
And as they come in, I want to tell them, attack the ghouls and defend your master. Preference on defending your master.
Okay. So with that, they all need initiative rolls.
1 initiative roll, I think.
Oh. 1 initiative roll for the whole group.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're learning about this spell because I'm probably going to get it next level.
6. Okay, that's going to go just after Torek. 8. Okay. So next, anything else for your turn, Minstrel?
I have got a boat. No, I don't think so. Not at the moment.
Okay. So with that, we'll come to ghouls 3, 4, and 5. All of whom are in the entangle, which means I need to double check what entangle does.
They need to
I
roll
believe it
against
entangles.
They need to roll against my spell save DC.
Okay, and what is the type of roll for me?
And it's a strength save, and on a success it frees itself. And my spell save DC is, I think I didn't change it, so it's proficiency, which is 3, plus wisdom,
8.
which is 4, right?
Right, so wisdom proficiency at 8.
Just wisdom and 8.
No, wisdom proficiency and
Oh,
add
right.
8.
Okay, yeah, I'm with you. Yeah. So it's 15. Yeah.
15. Okay. 1 success, 2 success, 3 success.
4 success.
No, it's only 3 of their turns. The other one's coming later.
Oh, right.
Okay, so with that, they all managed to break free of the entangle. Number 3 is going to move towards Torek. The others are going to move. 4 and 5 are going to move towards Minstrel and one of the apes. So Torek's attack
Oh, it's ruined all my plans now.
gets plus 5, makes a total of 18.
Yeah, hit.
Deals. I need a Constitution saving throw from you, Torek. 6. Ouch. Okay. So Nat 1, it doesn't really make a huge difference. 6 was still a fail as well. Okay, so with that, you take 9 points of damage, slashing, and you are paralyzed from the venom in the ghast's claws.
Oh,
You will need to repeat the Constitution saving throw at the start of each of your turns, which is next, conveniently for you. But after the next 2 attacks, so 1 against one of the 8 gets a 23. Ape needs to roll for a con save, passes. Ape takes 9, 12 points of slashing damage, still up, has 19 health, so it has 7. And Minstrel, 15.
That misses, I believe. Let me just confirm. Yeah, misses.
Okay, so that's you passed. Torek, first things first, Constitution saving throws. 2 of them. 10, that's a pass, so you're no longer paralyzed. And 12, that's also a pass, you are not poisoned.
Oh.
Can
That
now
was
take
short-lived.
He got very lucky. He barely made it.
check.
You can now take your turn. You can't move this turn, though.
No, I just need to double check what something does.
Is it bad? I'm really worried. Torx is going to cast like lightning bolt throughout all of us.
I was gonna cast it when they were all lined up, but there's no point now. I'm just reading through a spell quick.
Sure, no worries. So as Torek takes a moment to contemplate his surroundings.
I'm going to use mirror image.
Okay.
So anytime I get attacked, I need to roll a d20.
Mhm.
They roll a d20 to determine if they hit my duplicate or not.
Okay. Anything else?
Wait a minute, I just need to read that. I need to roll a d20 to determine whether it hits me a 6 or higher, and it will attack the other one.
Okay. No problem. Okay,
Well,
so
I'm going to conjure 3 of them.
conjure 3 of them. Fair enough. So is that your turn?
That is one action. I'm going to spend 2 sorcery points to try and... Actually, no, I won't... Yeah. No, I'm going to leave it, actually.
Okay.
Okay, I'm too close to do anything.
So we now come to the apes' turns, who are going to respectively 1, 2, 3, 4. He's going to make the attack there. He's going to make the attack there. He's going to throw a rock, and he's going to throw a rock as well.
For the sake of being interesting,
Yep.
can the rock still do the same damage, but instead of being rock, can it be poo?
I was going to say he's going to rip off a chunk of the fountain.
Because I like apes throwing poo.
No. Wouldn't do the same damage.
A rotting corpse,
That's
basically.
1 hit, 2 hits, 3 hits and a miss. So let's roll for damage with the 8.
To confirm, you are using multi-attack, aren't you?
Yes.
Good boy.
They can only throw 1 rock, though.
Yeah, rock's single, yeah.
Okay. So against the 2 which were hit by rocks, which were numbers 4 and 5, they both take 10 points of damage.
Whew.
I rolled quite well. And the one's taking the melee attack, which was number 5 again. He is going to take a further 6 points of damage.
Apes together, strong.
Really? Really? Anyway, as the 2 apes who threw rocks have ripped pieces out of the city before hurling them, and the other one makes a gigantic swing with both fists, only catching with one, the ghasts are now slightly staggered and surprised at the addition of new opponents. We will now come to the remaining 3 ghasts' turns, which is 6, 7, 8. So first one needs to roll against... Gets a 15. What was your DC, Rounder?
15.
15, so it just makes that.
Back.
As that one is now going to close in towards the apes as well. And 7 is going to hold its position along with number 8 as they both attack Radika. So, and 6 is going to attack the ape. Gets a 4, attacks against Radika, 9, and 12 plus 3 for each, so 15 is the highest.
That's a miss.
15 is a miss, fair enough. So Radika ducks out the way of the slashing claw.
Against Radika, it would have been a hit, but it's not actually Radika, it's Tabati Sasula.
Sorry, seriously, could you not stick with the name? Anyway, moving back around to Rambler.
Right. Upon seeing his spell fail miserably, he mumbers, says to Minstrel, I guess I should stick with what I know, and cast Hunter's Mark on... Are there any right next to me that aren't injured?
Aren't injured.
Yeah.
1 and 2 haven't been hit yet.
All right, 1 and 2. Number 1 then. I'll hit
Number 1,
with
okay.
the Booming Blade and the Whip.
Sure thing. Make your attack roll.
Assume they've all acted.
Yeah, they've all acted.
Yeah, probably shouldn't have bothered with a spell.
They had quite high strength, which you wouldn't have known. 20's going to hit.
All right, okay, here we go again.
Right. I'll be back in 20 minutes.
Yeah,
when we're
make a
all
cup of tea,
done.
get some biscuits.
Yeah. I think it's just this. I can't actually remember what damage it did, but I've got this written down.
1d4 plus 1d8 plus whatever booming blade is, plus your not your proficiency, plus your dexterity modifier. No, dexterity modifier.
Yeah. So it's plus. They're not monstrosities. God.
They are undead.
Plus 2d8. My God, the rolls are complicated.
31. Okay. So with that, as the fire takes light against the rotting flesh, as it burns completely away, that is number 1 dead.
All right, and I'll just roll for
Radika's co-op attack.
Satsula.
Yes, I'm not going to be able to say that.
He gets advantage on, which I'm probably not going to need.
Against number 8. No, you don't need it.
But you never know, you might get a crit.
And he needs to roll a strength save, which I forgot last time.
So,
Yeah, they got high strength now.
Strength save against DC 11.
he gets a 9.
Hey!
Ooh. So for the first time ever, someone has been knocked prone by your actions.
Yeah, he's not dead. Is he dead or not?
10 damage, no.
Okay.
I assume that was against number 8 again.
Just the same one he was hitting before.
Yeah.
Him being knocked prone doesn't actually make a difference to Batisasula because he already gets advantage, right?
Yeah, kind of. It also means he can't move as far if he's going to try and get away.
All right. Okay, I think that's my turn done.
Okay, we'll now come to ghoul number 2, who is going to make a claw attack against you, Rambler.
Okay.
And gets a 23.
Well, that's a hit.
It's it. Okay.
Nine words.
Cutting words, okay. Roll.
Oh. I mean, yay.
6.
Oh,
23 goes to 17.
that's a miss.
Oh, just
Yes.
want to confirm something.
Yes, you
Because
can
I think...
Well, you should.
That means you can't
Was
make
it
an
a
attack.
D6 or is it a D8 now?
Are you level...
Just say it's a D6.
Keep it a D6. It's worked. Who cares for
Yeah,
now?
it's a D8, so I better update that.
Okay, that's fine. You can change that next time. Regardless, it's worked for now.
Yeah.
So that attack now misses as you go, "Oi, ugly!" As he now misses the swing.
I just want to say I don't appreciate that.
All right.
Vicious mockery is my skill.
How would you like to say it?
Let's carry on.
As we now come to Batu.
Tibatu Sasula. He's going to hit the one to the north.
Again, number 8. So roll your attack with advantage still. Thank God you had advantage. You just hit.
Really? Okay. Luckily, I could just copy shit now.
9. Okay. So that takes him to that much. He's still alive, but he is now bleeding quite badly. Or would be bleeding, were he living. He's missing good chunks of rotten flesh.
There's lots of ooze coming out of him.
Minstrel, your turn.
I would like to. Oh shit.
No.
I think I'm going to cast.
Bardic Inspiration?
No, it's a bonus action.
Oh.
Before I do this, can I ask a question?
Sure.
Is it metagamey
Yes.
if you tell me whether undeads can be slept?
It's charmed, they can't be, and something else.
They can't be charmed, exhausted, or poisoned. They can have sleep affect them.
Let me just make sure sleep is not a charm.
I think it might be.
Yeah, I've got a feeling it is. Yeah, immune to being charmed. Okay. I suppose. Which was the one that attacked me?
The one that attacked you would be number 5.
I want to point at number 5 and call him a maggot-infested lawyer from Detroit who stinks of rotten fish and whose mum should have swallowed.
Well, that's Detroit, but anyway, carry on.
Vicious mockery.
Roll your vicious mockery. I know I roll. What's the save?
It is.
Charisma, I believe, isn't it? Or is it wisdom?
I'm fairly sure it's charisma. I will just check.
Well, it's 7 or 8 either way, so I don't think it's passing your
Wisdom.
wisdom. Okay, so 8.
Yeah, it's not passed.
Nope, roll damage.
I'm gonna roll damage. 2d4.
7, okay. So he goes to that much.
And
Does he
he's
look
disadvantaged.
somewhat depressed that you just referred to him in a fictitious place as far as he knows.
I'm not. See, Rambler, I see that one's jowls have started hanging even looser off its skin.
Fair enough. Oh dear. Okay. Next we have ghouls 4, 5, and 6, who are going to make their attacks respectively against the ape, minstrel, and the second ape. So against the ape, we have a 14, which I'm going to double check the bloody 8 page. Does hit. Against minstrel, we have an 18, but that's disadvantaged. So we have still an 18.
Cutting words, please.
Okay, roll. The enhanced D8 you get with that now. 6 again. So that makes it 12.
Hit.
And the last one against the final ape gets a 22. So we've got 2 hits against the ape. Number 13 hasn't hit before. Number 12 has. So number 12 takes 8 points of damage and unfortunately kills one of your apes.
Baldric.
You named it Baldric?
Balderdash.
Yeah,
And
Baldric, Rick, and Baldy.
The other one takes 13 points of damage, not enough to kill it, so roll for paralyzation. Not paralyzed.
Paralyzation.
The paralyzation
Paralysis. Fuck you. Paralyzation sounds right to me. I don't know why. It just
I like
did.
it. No, I like that word.
Tarek, your turn.
I'm gonna try a shocking grasp on the one in front of
Okay,
me.
that's number 3.
I assume they're
So-
not wearing armor.
Not so much, no.
What's attack? 6.
19 will definitely hit.
Oh, yay!
So roll for damage. 10. So as it takes the hit. I also realised I did the turns out of order because I did 4, 5, and 6 and skipped number 3. So 3 is going to be going next after the apes. To come back to that. And 6 is going to have just gone too early.
Should I finish my turn off then? Amazing.
No, that's fine. So as you grapple hold of him with one hand and electrify the corpse, unfortunately does not turn it into a Frankenstein. You're very disappointed.
Damn. I'm also going to spend 2 sorcery points.
Sure.
To cast Firebolt at the same. Actually, no. Ray of Frost at this one.
Fair enough. So you quickened the first spell and you're using your action as a cantrip for this one. That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, technically that's the way it should be around, but either way, doesn't matter. So just roll your ranged attack. Is it Ray of Frost or is that resist?
No, it is. Yeah, it's a ranged.
Ranged attack. Okay, go for it.
No.
12 does not hit, as the cold doesn't seem to make much of an effect on this creature.
It's annoying, so I get extra damage for that.
Yeah. Okay.
Buggery biscuit base.
So next we'll have the ape. The one
Don't
on the
call him that. Just call him Chris for now, at least.
the one on the fountain and the one in the middle of the group are going to throw rocks, and the one standing by number 6 is going to swing at him twice. So beginning with the double fist, 17 will hit and the 13 will hit. So that's 2 from him, and the rock 19 is going to hit, 14 is going to hit. So we'll say they're all aiming at the nearest one to them. So that's number 6 is taking a lot of hits here. And for the other one, number 4. So fist is 1d6 plus 3. 7. And second one, 4. So number 6 takes 11 to start with. 2, 3, 4, 6. And then we'll come to the rock attacks. 1d6 plus 3. So beginning with number 4, takes 9. Brings him to that much. And then number 6 takes a bit less. 4 points of damage. Okay. So with that, we'll now come to Ghoul 3, because I did the turns out of order by accident, who is going to make his melee attack against Torek. Gets a 20.
Oh, I need to roll my d20 to see if he attacks the thing.
Yep, so see if he gets that.
Yep, he does. It's
So
got an AC of 11, so I think that'll hit.
Attack's a mirror image. Do I still roll damage for it? Do you need that?
No, it's instant death, yeah.
Fair.
I've got 2 now, so I need to roll 8 and above.
Fair enough.
The
Oh, I
next-
see. So it sort of splits it between the...
Yeah. I think it must be a 10 for the next one,
Fair, so it's 50-50.
I would think. Yeah.
Okay, so one of your mirror images is shattered as the ghast's claw rakes directly through it. Next, number 7 and 8 are unfortunately stuck attacking Radika. So Radika's going to take an attack from each of them.
Oh, and
One's
also
on the floor, remember?
the mirror images stay up for 1 minute as well.
Fair enough. Number 8 is going to use its entire movement to get up from prone then.
Don't
But
they
it's
get
still-
an attack of opportunity?
It's not moving away from you, it's only getting up, but we'll say go for it.
Really? No, if it's not in the rules, don't do it. It's fine.
I'd have to double check, which is why I said go for it. Makes life
It's
easy.
just I've been playing Pathfinder, and in Pathfinder that happens, but it's different to this 5e, isn't it? So, no idea.
Moves
I'll check.
out of reach, no, so unfortunately not for D&D.
Okay.
Okay, so with that, but to be fair, it means it couldn't have moved if it was trying to run away, is where that's probably helpful.
Also gives advantage, which would be good if
Radika didn't already get it. Anyway,
Yeah.
so Radika take a 12 and a 20 attack.
20 hits.
20 hits, so make a constitution roll while I do the damage.
God, I really need to start memorizing. It's got to memorize it all though. 4. Wow.
21, not paralyzed.
Go
That's
on,
what I
Radika.
would think. And he takes 10 points of damage.
Radika, okay.
Batu, whatever his name is. Yeah, you're going to do it as well. This is
Well,
why
the
you don't
problem
change a
is-
pet's name.
Batu, Piranha, Nixu.
The problem is, my PDF, even though I've saved it as Tabatu Sasula, still calls it Radika when I hover over it, so I'm getting confused.
Fair enough. Oh dear. Okay. So with that, we'll come to the top of the round. Back to Rambler.
Right. I would like to. So that one's got up now, the one that was prone.
Yeah.
Right, I'm gonna hit the one to the east of it.
To the east of you, or
To the east of the one that was prone.
So number 7. Okay, make your attack roll.
Can't actually see the numbers.
Sorry, they're clearing up on my screen, but oh, sorry, my shadow's casting on that a bit.
Oh,
10. That is not going to hit,
no, wait,
unfortunately.
I get to reroll.
Oh yeah, it's in that one. 19. Yep, that'll hit.
Unfortunately, I had to. Oh, by the way, I forgot to add the +2.
Were undead
So
one of your
it's-
favoured?
Oh, is that what the +2's from?
Yeah, normally.
Oh,
For
right.
damage.
Okay. Oh, as a bonus action, I'd like to move my hunter's mark to that one,
Okay.
and I'm sure there was a +2 for some reason. Can't remember why.
You get a
19.
+1 from the weapon.
Ah, so it should be a 20.
Should be a 20. Okay, so that's fine. 20. 20 against number 7 brings it to that much. As it staggers back as the flames lick across it, but unfortunately this time not destroyed.
Oh,
Number
Uh,
2. Unless you want to move or take anything else.
I'm sorry to say this, but the dog gets an attack as well.
Oh, of course, roll as well against number 8 again.
Yeah.
21 hits.
21 hits.
Unsurprisingly, these things do not have a high armor class. They're a rotting corpse. 9. So with 9, Batu does in fact manage to bring down the Ghast.
Nice. So he doesn't even have to roll a strength save.
Nope, because he's dead, and that saves me a bit of effort. Okay, what numbers do we have here? Need 1 and 8. You started at either end. If you kill 2 and then 7 next, I'm going to start thinking you guys have OCD. Anyway, so we now come to Ghast number 2, if there's nothing else you've got.
No, I use my bonus action to do Hunter's Mark.
Okay, Ghast number 2 is going to take a swing at you, Rambler, with his claws. Gets a total of 23.
That's a hit.
It's a hit, okay. Minstrel, you normally change my mind?
Oh, judging from the last reaction, I don't think I will cutting words this.
Okay.
That's it's too late now anyway, isn't it?
No.
No, not until I've described what happens. So for damage, you take 12 damage slashing it. I need a Constitution saving throw from you, Rambler.
Oh no. 12 damage, so I'm on 35. And then I roll a...
D20 plus whatever your con is.
Yeah, I'm just looking for that 1.
5. You are now paralyzed.
Oh, goody.
Okay, next we come to Batu.
Tabatu Sasula. He is going to attack the one with Hunter's Mark on.
Number 7, go for it. Make your attack roll.
Well, apparently, Tibatu Sasula in Sudanese means to begin with.
Huh. Interesting because it's the second wolf, kind of.
It's the
Anyway, roll for damage.
22.
Yeah.
It's it's from a trailer from I don't think it's Ugandan. Why I don't know why I rolled that twice. Just take the 10. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
And it's a strength check against. Gets a 19.
He's still alive, is he? He's taking
still alive.
29 damage. Yeah, I'll link it after the thing. Tabata Sasula.
29, you say? Yeah, that's right. Anyway, moving on to Minstrel's turn, unless he wants to do anything else with Batu.
He'd like to use his bonus action to say in Giant, Tabata Sasula.
He speaks Giant?
No.
I was going to say!
It'd be cool if he could.
If he could speak a language no one else has, that would be fantastic. Anyway, moving on. Minstrel.
I would like to... Fuck it. I'm going to bop number 5 on the head with my quarterstaff.
Okay. Is this the new one?
A new one.
Okay. Make your attack roll.
How does this work?
Strength, proficiency, because it's a simple weapon and you should be proficient with simple weapons.
So 3 and then...
Are you attacking with both hands or one hand?
Both hands.
Both hands. Okay, so that only affects damage. It doesn't affect anything else.
Okay, so 1d20 plus 3 is my proficiency bonus, but then -1 is my strength, so it's +2.
Yep. 14 still hits.
Yay.
So roll damage. It's 1d8 if you're using it with both hands.
Oh, sweet.
Plus your strength modifier, which is -1.
Oh.
2. And that was number 5, correct? 2,
yeah.
3, 4, 5. Okay. So he looks mildly annoyed, but you see a mark appear where you just struck him. It appears to be some form of enchanted glowing one. Oh no, wait, it's a +1 weapon, so it does 3, not 2.
Yay!
Because it basically nullifies the damage lost you to get from your strength. Okay. So next, 3, 4, and 5. 3, this time I'm going to get the order in the right turn, is going to make an attack against Torek.
No!
Oh, I need to roll my 20 again. Yep, it hits the thing.
Hits the thing, fair.
Well,
it was going to miss the attack,
Yeah, but it depends on the AC. But yeah.
10 total.
Yeah, well, I mean, they've got AC 11 anyway, so that's still alive.
So it doesn't even hit that. Yeah.
No, so it's still alive. That's right.
Okay,
Yeah,
and then
it's 10 plus my Dex modifier.
fair. And then 2 attacks against Minstrel. As the claws come crashing in, we have a 19 and an 11.
Cutting words to 19, please.
Okay, go for it.
Misses.
Misses it does. Okay, so with that done, we now
I love cutting words.
We now use your bardic inspiration things though.
Yeah.
It depends what you think is going to be more important. We now come back to Torek.
Well, as it's only a 5 foot wide attack, I think that ape is safe, but I am going to lightning bolt.
Okay. So
Trying to get ahead.
what's the DC for your spells? And it's a Dex save.
I think this one was. Yeah, Dex save against 15.
It's going to make it save, so it takes half damage. Roll 8d6.
And if there's anyone else.
No, the apes are out of the range.
I mean, there's buildings 100 feet.
120 feet. I'm going to say, for ease of purpose, it's going to ground off against the building. It'll do some damage to it, but not take it out. 26, so it takes 13, number 3. No, with that, it is going to die. As it gets vaporized slightly by the lightning halfway across it, as the other half of its body now falls to the floor. And now we come back to the apes, who are going to continue swinging and throwing rocks like motherfuckers. So the melee attacks against number 6, 2 hits, and the rocks hit and a miss. So we'll say the one on the fountain hits and the other one from the group doesn't.
Swing and a miss.
So number 6 is going to take 4, 11 damage. 2, 4, 5, 6. It gets pummeled once again by large ape fists. And then number 4 is going to take 5 points of damage as it gets clobbered by a chunk of rock. Okay. Next up, we have Ghast 6 and 7 are the 2 remaining. So 6 is going to attack the ape and gets a hit, rolls damage, and that's going to finish off ape that one. As it now begins eating a chunk of its flesh, which it ripped out with its claw. And, sorry?
I said, blah, blah, blah.
Okay, and Radika is going to take an attack from number 7. Gets a 16.
Miss.
Miss, okay.
Congeniality.
So, with that, we come back to the top of the round for Rambler.
Right. Am I paralyzed?
Oh yeah, make a con saving throw then.
That's not good.
Roll
1d20 plus 1.
Yeah. Double exclamation point. Try again.
Copy. Paste. Enter.
So 18. You're no longer paralyzed. You can't move, but you can still take your action.
So I've got one in front and one behind, right?
No, the one to your west is an ape.
That's very rude of you.
You've got one to the east of you and one to the north of you.
Right, how injured is the one to the east of me looking?
Number 2. Number 2 looks like it hasn't taken a hit yet.
Alright, I'm going to go for him.
Okay, make your attack roll. Yep, that'll hit.
24. I'll just scroll up through the chat and find my last damage roll.
18.
18. Oh, shit. I was supposed to use bonus action to do Hex. Is that still allowed, or is that?
Yeah, I'll let it go since you were doing that. So, 18.
So many things to remember as a fucking ranger. So many rolls every turn.
I think that's just how you build characters.
Maybe.
It was the same with Ballador as well.
Yeah, but at least he didn't have to roll for his dog.
Is it true? The dog does hit, however. I assume against number 7 this time?
Yeah.
Okay,
No, against the one it attacked last time, yeah.
No, the one it attacked last time is dead.
The northeast one.
The northeast one, number 7, yeah.
He attacked that one last
Okay,
time.
so that's that one downed.
Oh, because my
he's
charisma
dead.
went up.
Yeah, it's dead as it now rips off a nice chunk of it.
I
Do
should
not
have been
need to
rolling
roll
plus
for
7.
damage?
Sorry?
Do I not need to roll for damage?
You just did, didn't you?
No.
Oh. Well,
That
yeah,
was,
still dead.
it was
I thought the 9 was the damage, sorry.
No, because it's advantage, isn't it? So
Oh, right.
there we go. We got there.
Yep, so 10, that's still dead, that's fine. So, Torek, what were you saying, sorry?
Oh, I should have been adding plus 7, not plus 6 to my attack rolls because my charisma went up.
Fair enough. Okay, so next is Bartu's turn.
Again, Hitty boy. We find the thing.
Oh no, wait, sorry, there's a Ghast turn first. It's only going to swing at you. Gets a nat 20.
That's a hit, isn't it?
Yeah, it's an instant hit. So you take...
By
4.
you mean Rambler, right?
Rambler, yeah. So
Sorry, no cutting words left.
11 points of damage, and con saving throw again for me.
24. Rambler's looking quite hurt now. Oh, con saving throw.
2.
That
Oh,
one.
that one, you're definitely paralyzed again.
Oh no, I get to roll again, don't I?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's handy.
14. No, you're not paralyzed.
Right, that probably is the most handy ability I've seen so far in the game.
Well, given your tendency to get 1s, yeah.
It's
Okay,
'cause
now
I've
we
got so
move on
many
to...
fucking rolls.
Now we move on to Bartu.
Oh my god! Speaking of doing so many fucking rolls, I'm literally
Only
rolling.
got yourself to blame.
Well, I didn't know that about the dogs.
I'll assume
But
he's going to
pets.
move up to make the attack first.
Yeah. I thought that was.
okay.
Oh, that was a Calvin gorilla, is it?
Yeah, it's a gorilla.
It's hard to tell the difference.
Yes, they are numbered from where I'm sitting, but if you can't see them, that's a pain in the ass.
I probably could if I made it full screen, but then I can't roll.
Fair enough.
So I've got
Okay.
12.
So, 12 damage. So against number 2, that's looking fairly weak now. But I leave my green pen. Minstrel, your turn.
I'm going to bop number 5, the same one I just attacked once with my quarterstaff. I'm going to hit him again.
Okay, go for it.
And it was, oh, for fuck's sake,
Plus 2.
plus 2.
Nat 20. Roll damage. So, roll 2d8 instead of 1. Or just roll 1 and double it. I don't really care.
8.
You nullify the -1, so it's 5 total. But yeah, 8 plus 1 is 9. It's a +1 weapon.
And-
No.
Was that the second hit with the quarterstaff?
That was indeed, as I am now going to explain. As the quarterstaff now once again strikes the same position, almost guided magically. The creature is suddenly going to have no reaction to anything going on around it, as its eyes glaze over, and the sigil now spreads across its entire body. Okay, next
I
we
raise my arms. I use my bonus turn to raise my arms in the sky and declare myself the victor.
Okay. So with that, we'll now come to Ghast 4 first, who's going to take a swing against you, as you've raised your arms in the air.
Oh, I forgot about him.
Gets a 4.
Oh,
So
thank
that's
God he
very
missed.
And the
He's
other one
impressed.
can literally do nothing, as it's forced to stand there in a stupor. And roll. Nope, doesn't come out of it. Next we have Torek.
I think I have line of sight to that one by Rambler to the east of him.
To the east of Ramble. Yeah, you can see through to that.
Yeah, I'm going to try a firebolt
Okay, make your ranged attack roll.
through the gap.
14 will still hit. So roll for damage. 16 against number 2. That's going to finish him off.
16.
Burn!
Yeah, he got 2 8s on
Yeah.
a D10. That's pretty good.
Tens.
Number 2 goes.
Burn, motherfucker.
And I move back out of the light, so hopefully you can see. As the creature catches fire and disseminates into bones. There is now a general cheering and crying from the onlookers in the tavern who are still watching you, but just aren't doing anything because they're drunk.
I'll let out a beastly roar as I
Okay.
vanquish my foe.
Next, we come to the apes' turns, who can now all move into melee attack range. There is space. So we'll have 4 melee attacks against 4 and 6. So 1 hit on 4, and 2 hits on 6. So 4 takes a total of 4 damage, interestingly. And 6 take. Ooh, much better. 6 is killed by the apes beating it into the floor.
Woohoo!
Or by the ape beating it into the floor, I should say. There's only one. Let's see, 6. Gone. And now we come back to the top of the town with turn round with Rambler again.
How many ghasts are left?
2.
2. They're too
What,
far away from you, though.
They're
Where are
here
they?
and here.
Right, I only go to. So who's that? An ape on the
There's
west.
2 apes flanking Minstrel, because
Right.
he told them to defend him as well.
I'm going to say, excuse me, to the ape as I run between his legs and go to the square south of him.
Is that the one with the X?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And I'm going to bonk the dude next to me.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Is he the blind and deaf one? Do you get advantage?
He is. He does get advantage.
Oh, nice. Another roll for me to do.
Probably won't need it, but
Well,
Fucking +9 to hit. This whip is amazing.
oh,
2
what?
nat ones.
Damn!
3! He re-rolled and still got a nat one.
Oh, you have to use that now, don't you?
Yeah, you do. You can't change it again.
Shit.
No, hold on.
Wow.
Let me double check this.
You
I'm
can't roll it,
fairly
you
certain it
take
says you
the
have to use the new roll.
Yeah, even if it's a 1. I'm
Yeah.
You might be right, yeah.
That's
pretty sure.
fucking impressive.
That is
That's
what a
3 ones in a
chance.
row. The odds of
And that's on
your
a plus.
your mystical
That's a
halfling
plus
luck
9.
completely fails you as you sky the whip for no particular reason.
Must use the new roll.
Yeah.
Plus 9 as well.
Jesus.
Damn.
Yeah. 3 ones in a
One
row.
in, one
Okay,
in
Google.
8,000 chance,
Oh.
apparently.
Yeah, just break your arm.
I thought it would have been less than that, to be honest. Thought it'd be
Well,
like
it's
one in a
20 times
million.
20 times 20.
Shut up.
Fair enough. We next come to Bartu.
Wow.
1.
1-1-1.
Batu. Now is it?
Yeah.
Right far north.
He's over here.
Alright. He is going to run around to number. Oh, I think you can see number 4.
20, 25, 30, 35, 40. If he's running around, he won't make it.
He'll be alright. Yeah, just run up to it.
That's as far as he can get going around the fountain.
Yeah, he's gonna dash.
Oh, dash. Okay. Which one do you want to run to?
That would I get attack of opportunity if I move one more west?
There? No.
Go there. Yeah.
Okay. So that's the end of his turn. So he's used his action. Minstrel, you're up next.
I would like to stab number 5 with my elf dagger.
Okay. Go for it.
1d20 plus 7.
Yep. 12 misses, unfortunately.
And I miss.
3
Spectacular
natural ones in a row.
Okay. Anything else you want to do for your turn? Bonus action?
I have got nothing I can do on a bonus turn.
Okay, no problem. Next, we come to the 2 ghasts, who are going to respectively swing at the 2 apes.
Except one of them won't, really.
Oh, yeah, of course, one's deaf and blind. Oh, yeah, you get
Yeah.
advantage on that attack. Roll it again.
Oh.
I assume you're
Not
attacking the deaf and blind one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
nope,
One,
Doesn't matter. Okay, so one of them is
Fuck.
going to make a
All of
successful
those-
attack against the other 8.
So hold
Against
on.
the top ape. So he's going to take 6, 7, 8, 9 points of damage. He's left with 7. Okay, now we come to Torek.
I think I'll move, I guess, 5 north and then, 15 feet west.
There you can move 3 north.
No, just 1. And one north, and then 3.
3. Yep.
Yeah.
You've got line of sight with them.
I'm going to chuck a chromatic orb against that one in the middle.
Against number 5. Okay. Is that ranged spell attack or is that resistance again?
I have ranged, I'm just going to, a spell attack.
12 is not going to hit, unfortunately.
It's advantage.
Yep, because it's blind. 18 will.
Yay.
And that's a d25 because you've got to do plus.
Oh, yeah.
So roll the damage.
I'm also going to do cold.
Sure.
Cold damage as well, so I get extra.
Come on, Dice Man. 15. Against number 5. 4, 5. Okay. He's looking particularly battered.
Boom.
As he still seems confused by what's going on around him, as he can basically do nothing.
Yeah, that'll do.
Okay. The apes' turns are going to take swings at respective targets. Melee attacks again. So the one against the one which you can see has no hits. And against the blind one, we've got a hit. And 2 hits. Okay, so the blinded one, I'm not even going to bother rolling damage based on itself. It's remaining, it's dead, just for that damage went off on it.
He died.
He dies. As he was beaten to death by a gorilla. The way I expect to go.
Death by snow.
Anyway, moving on, we come back to Rambler.
All right. Last one, is it?
Yep, last one.
I'd like to cast Zephyr Strike on myself.
Sure
You'll never guess what that does.
Go for it, tell me.
It gives me advantage.
Fair enough. I'm just going to double check something with Zephyr Strike. Is that the one that also increases your movement speed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm going to hit number 4.
Okay, go for it.
Wow.
13 still hit.
Nice. And I'm going to roll this one, but without the d6, because I don't have Hunter's Mark anymore. 19.
That's still enough to finish it off as the whip cuts straight through its body.
Nice.
As
So
the long lashing out, flaming whip kills it.
Don't have to roll for the dog.
No need, it's dead.
All that to bookmark a fucking place.
Wait for it, gets harder every time.
Right, should we do it again? Go and bookmark the other side of the city.
Well, at least you bookmarked near the Adventurers Guild, as the pages on Minstrel's book now begin to colour, and the word Irodal appears on the other side of the page, with a picture of the square and the Adventurers Guild in the background. There's a general cheering from the tavern as they've been watching you fight these creatures.
I would like to pick Rambler up, walk over to the fountain, climb up onto the fountain, and I'd like, with Rambler on my shoulders, to take a deep bow.
And I'd like to cast light on my hat.
Okay, Rambler, I'm going to need...
You have to roll to stay on your shoulders or something.
Yeah, no, I'm going to say animal handling, because it's like being mounted.
Wait.
So dexterity saving throw for me. To stay on his shoulders as he bows from the top of the fountain.
I'm confused. You want me to do animal handling or?
Yeah.
Yeah, do animal handling, why not? Just for shits and giggles.
I don't understand.
Rambler falls off my shoulders and takes 200 damage.
Yeah,
surely in this situation, I'm the animal though.
No, he's put you on his shoulders, so you're trying to stay on.
Oh, right, okay, yeah.
Like when you fall off a thing. No, you're fine, it stays.
All right.
So you managed to successfully do that, at which point, Minstrel, I'm going to need you to roll a performance check for me.
Of course.
Surely he gets advantage because he's got a glowing halfling on his back.
Sure, why not?
I want to do all the bowing as well, just to join in.
Fair enough. You bow from the sidelines.
I mean, I can perform as well, but
Fair enough. That's fine.
21.
I just want to see what I'd get if I did it.
As the patrons from the pub begin throwing a fairly hefty amount of gold from you, and some silver and copper as well, the total you manage to gather up, which doesn't go in the fountain, is approximately 120 gold, 13 silver pieces, and 8 copper pieces.
I chuck the 13 silver and 8 copper pieces at Torek, and I split the rest with Rambler.
Yeah.
I did some of that gold thrown at me. I performed too.
I would say it's on the floor, so we'll say you each managed to pick up 40.
40 gold, okay.
And what was
Wait,
the other one?
40
Uh,
each.
40 each plus 13. We'll say Minstrel, you get the extra coin. Everyone else gets 4 silver. And Minstrel, you managed to grab all 8 copper.
I'm confused. Can you tell me my total, what I picked up?
So you got 40 gold,
40 gold,
a total of 5 silver,
5 silver,
and 8 copper.
8 copper.
Everyone else got 40 gold and 4 silver.
Oh, so there was no scrambling for it. Okay.
You guys picked up off the floor as you went round. You did scramble for it, but you would have all been trying.
I thought that was a performance reward.
I did a
That's
performance.
following out from the rest of it. You could ask him for it. It's up to you.
No, I'll let it pass, but it will be one other check
Mhm.
against his name.
Although I did do a
Book of
performance as
Minstrel.
well. I rolled for it. So it
Fair enough.
would be mine too.
Okay.
Okay. I'm not going to loot any of the bodies because I don't think they've got anything.
Bodies have faded away after the fights ended. The
Yeah,
bodies are what filled in the colours on the page as they flew off.
Oh my
And-
goodness, Tabatu Sasula, did you eat all of those bodies while you were collecting these coins? Sausages?
Now I am going to turn to the others and say, "Well, that was a job well done. Shall we go get our punishment?"
We could just sleep until morning.
Minstrel, you do have a room at the Adventurers Guild, remember? You
Yes.
wouldn't necessarily have to speak to anyone.
Yeah. I mean, I suppose we can sleep. I'm just thinking we've got.
Well, it's dark night now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's night time now. You've been fighting for a little while.
Yeah, but you said it was a 24-hour service. We've had this discussion.
Yeah, there'll be someone on the desk, but you don't have to speak to them. You could just go straight to your room.
Will the conversation with the guy take over 20 minutes?
I'm going to say probably.
Okay, I say we go to bed.
Okay. So, as you arrive through the Adventurers Guild to your room, there is still the giant bed that was set out for Merrick, as well as the extra wide bed for Ludwig. And I think Doris has now had a bed set up in the room, so there are 4 beds in the room. 2 normal-sized and 2 giant.
I'll take one of the giant ones.
Okay. The wide or the long?
The wide.
Okay.
Tabatu Sasula is going to attempt to get into bed with Minstrel.
I will allow it.
Okay. Although before we do that, sorry, Minstrel, you are going to notice there is a wrapped parcel by the door, approximately your height.
Just quickly, does it smell of meat? Because I think Batu would have smelled that.
It does not. It smells of paint.
All right, okay.
Does it have an address on it?
It says for Minstrel's party.
Or Minstrel's party. Rambler, did you look? It says for Minstrel's party.
That's
Well,
'cause
I
you're
guess
the
that
only one
makes
that's killed.
I guess
Would
you
you're
like to open
technically our leader now, seeing as all the
Can-
other leaders died.
Can I inspect it? Does it seem suspicious to me?
Inspecting it, I'm just going to go through this one quickly because we're running a bit long time. Inspecting it, it smells strongly of paint, and you remember ordering a picture to be made of Balador.
Oh my fucking god! I start ripping the parcel.
As you
So
can
it's
now
all
see
underneath.
a finely painted picture of Balador with his was it Osprey?
Yes.
Yes, sitting on one shoulder, and a hawk sitting on his left arm. As he,
Atop the mountain of.
I was getting to it. I was getting to it. As he sits atop a cliff by the looks of the painting. However, it could be a mountain very easily.
Oh. Well, this isn't what I fucking ordered.
It's just so he's got his legs hanging over a sheer drop, so you can see his legs, so you can see his full height as well as his splendiferous armor.
I'm going to have to seek a refund for this. I'm Rambler. This is a portrait of Balador. So you know who he was. He was the original owner.
He sits over. It's just got his legs over a sheer cliff. It could be a mountain, to be fair.
Yeah. The original quote was for him standing atop a mountain of corpses.
Ah, I see. I forgot that part when I was writing the description.
Well, that.
That's what they've painted.
I don't even remember how much gold I paid for it, but I will be avoiding whoever it was who painted this for me. I will be avoiding their service forever. In fact, I might kill them.
Fair enough. You asked the guildmaster to get it for you, so he may have omitted some details.
Disgusting service.
I wouldn't argue with the guildmaster.
So with that, you can all take a long rest and heal up. We'll rejoin.
Heal up.
Right?
Heal up.
I only need 9.
Yeah, you need 9. Rambler's taking a few hits.
I took no damage.
I want to end the recording here and we'll do XP.